Utah is a place to connect with loved ones, and JRI can help you ensure that.
thank you all for coming out to tonight's homecoming game. Canyon View High School athletes, coaches, and administrators would like to thank everyone for your attendance and for following the governor's mandate to wear a mask. We're very lucky to be able to play this fall, and strictly following the protocols will allow us to continue playing this great sport. So please wear a mask.
Hey Mike, you all ready? Okay, I'm just also doing kind of an audio check because they're going to be doing it on a video stream again, so this is actually live on the video stream, our call, so. Okay, that's good news, so. Okay, what? Okay. We might be a little extended on halftime because we got homecoming week, so we might have to roll through it a little longer, but just so you know. Alright, let's go in about 3 minutes, probably. Okay, thank you. flip it over. I got one, yeah. Good evening, Falcon fans, and we're back in Cedar City for another Region 9 football game. This time, the Canyon View Falcons are taking on the Cliffs Mustangs. First time they will take on Crimson here at Falcon Field. And they lost to the Mustangs last year, 13-38, down in St. George. But this is a game the Falcons have been wanting to secure a win in, one they've circled on their schedule, I'm sure, and a matchup that should be a good one tonight as the Falcons come in 3-1 after losing last week 49-14 down at Region 9 winners, favorites to win the Region 9, Snow Canyon High School, and Crimson Cliffs coming off the loss to Cedar 7-37 as well. They're 1-2 on the season. We are excited for a football game here on 9/11. Homecoming game as well here at Canyon View High School, and just over 10 minutes away from our kickoff here as we discuss this game and the future and the past season to this point in the JRI Insurance pregame show. JRI is your hometown partners for auto, home, and business coverage, committed to providing you with the very best products and the very best service in the Providence Center and in Payson, Saratoga Springs, and West Valley. We'll talk more about this matchup and who to keep your eye on for the Mustangs when we come back from our first 2-minute break here in the JRI pregame report.
Utah is a place to connect with loved ones, and JRI can help you ensure that connection by protecting yourself, your family, and your assets. JRI Insurance is a team of insurance specialists dedicated to providing the best possible products, pricing, and services available, including great rates for families with teens, with locations in Payson, Saratoga Springs, West Valley, and Cedar City. JRI is proud to represent Utah's insurance company, Bear River Mutual. Visit us at jriteam.com.
Rolling Rubber Tire Pros is Southern Utah's trusted choice for tires and accessories of all sizes and styles from the world's most reliable manufacturers. Don't leave the safety of your loved ones nor the security of one of your biggest investments to anyone less than the tire and automotive experts at Rolling Rubber Tire Pros. Serving Southern Utah for nearly 5 decades, Rolling Rubber Tire Pros at 256 West 200 North in Cedar City. Rally Stop, a Jenkins Oil company locally owned since 1976. Provides quality performance fuels, clean, well-stocked stores with variety to please the whole family, in-house restaurants, the cleanest restrooms in town, and a superior customer service experience. Come visit us at any of our Rally Stop stations from Santaquin to St. George.
All right, we're back here at Canyon View High School. If you can see on your monitor, the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs have come onto the field and get ready to finish their warm-ups before this Region 9 action. And before the break, we were discussing both these teams in their previous game a week ago. The Falcons coach dropped one to Snow Canyon 49-14, but I come away and really still impressed with the way Gunnar Hatches run the ball. He led both teams in rushing yards with 90 yards, and it was a hard-fought 90 for Gunnar, and he's continued to impress week in and week out, and something I think that is going to just continue the rest of the year.
Yeah, I was down there, McCoy, watching that game, and I thought Gunnar ran hard. He's done a great job all year, and I think for the Falcons to win today, we got to establish the ground game, and he's got to be a key cog in that.
So we'll see as we're about 8 minutes away from opening kickoff in this region matchup, and we have 3 other games in Region 9 tonight, courtesy of Rocky Ridge Landscape Rock, for over 30 varieties and sizes of landscape rock, retaining block, paving stone, garden soil, colorful mulches, and so much more. See Rocky Ridge at 500 North, 600 West. Cedar at Pine View as they take on one of the top teams in Region 9. Desert Hills at Dixie. Hurricane at Snow Canyon. And in Week 1 of Region 9, it was Cedar, Pine View, Dixie, and Snow Canyon all getting wins in Week 1 as well. And so a good matchup between Cedar and Pine View we'll keep an eye on, as well as the others tonight. You know, Coach, without Garrett last week, offense definitely had to do things differently, I think, than they've prepared for all year. But what's your thoughts as far as that you saw? Can they run their similar offense, or is it going to have to be altered if Garrett can't go?
Well, I think Holden Miller, who came in, who's the backup, is very capable. I thought he did a really nice job last week. Did force a few things. They are different. So me personally, I think the game plan needs to change a little bit, where Jake can get the ball downfield a little bit better.
Yeah.
And Holden's a little more quick passing game. But I thought he made some nice plays last week. But we just need to make a few more.
Yeah. Well,
the turnovers was the big thing. You can't give up big plays, and we gave a bunch of big plays on the special teams, and that cannot happen tonight.
Pretty sure after every turnover, Snow Canyon went and capitalized and scored a touchdown shortly after, so that definitely costs. Yeah, if he limits those, I really like what Miller and the offense can do. Is he has his skill set that's pretty impressive as well. So we're going to have our national anthem here in our JRI pregame as the Canyon View band will take care of that, and we'll take a 2-minute break and be right back.
Utah is a place to connect with loved ones, and JRI can help you ensure that connection by protecting yourself, your family, and your assets. JRI Insurance is a team of insurance specialists dedicated to providing the best possible products, pricing, and services available, including great rates for families with teens. With locations in Payson, Saratoga Springs, West Valley, and Cedar City, JRI is proud to represent Utah's insurance company, Bear River Mutual. Visit us at jriteam.com.
Rolling Rubber Tire Pros is Southern Utah's trusted choice for tires and accessories of all sizes and styles from the world's most reliable manufacturers. Don't leave the safety of your loved ones nor the security of one of your biggest investments to anyone less than the tire and automotive experts at Rolling Rubber Tire Pros. Serving Southern Utah for nearly 5 decades, Rolling Rubber Tire Pros at 256 West 200 North in Cedar City. Rally Stop, a Jenkins Oil Company, locally owned since 1976. provides quality performance fuels, clean, well-stocked stores with variety to please the whole family, in-house restaurants, the cleanest restrooms in town, and a superior customer service experience. Come visit us at any of our Raleigh stop stations from Santaquin to St. George.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to have a moment of silence for the victims of 9/11. Ask for your respect at this moment. Thank you.
All right, welcome back, Canyon View High Schools. We're about wrapping up the pregame festivities as the Falcons are rocking some new uniforms here on homecoming week, and as they are going to enter from the hill in tonight's game as well, as you see on your monitor, and get a chance to play on 9/11. Should be a good one tonight here for high school football. Coach Jacobson and McCoy Johnson with you on the call tonight. Coach, we talked about Canyon View a little bit, and for Crimson, they've had a hard time running the ball. We talked about Gunner having success. Their leading rusher just has 126 yards on the season, and they've only been able to get one rushing touchdown. Now they've only been able to score 27 points through 3 games. But it'll be interesting to see what they do. Their quarterback has a good completion percentage, 35-55, but just 376 yards and 5 interceptions on the year as well. So I think if the Falcons can get after them early and be aggressive, maybe force an early punt or a turnover, and really just need to control the game from the first quarter, I think is very important tonight.
Well, it's always important to get off to a good start.
Yeah.
And both teams are probably thinking that. Quick scores, maybe a quick turnover. It's football, and the number one option is probably to stop the run. And I think that's got to be I think Canyon View's focus tonight, to stop the run. If we can limit them and get them one-dimensional, it's always a little bit easier to play a little defense.
All right, a coin toss happening at midfield. Coach Soares and Tyler Barton representing the Canyon View Falcons. And they have elected the Falcons will receive and will get the ball to begin tonight's action. So we'll see the Falcon offense, who scored a couple touchdowns last week but has been able to move the ball efficiently. I thought it was pretty impressive that Falcons still able to get as many yards offensively last week, Coach. And we talked about those turnovers that really stalled out some of their drives, but every time that turnover happened, it seemed like it was on Snow Canyon's side of the field as well.
Yeah, I thought the Canyon View had their chances last week to move the ball. They did a decent job. But, hey, when you turn the ball over 5 times and give up 3 huge plays against arguably the number 1 team in 4A, or somewhere up there at the top, it's just going to make it tough on you. And so, it just can't happen tonight. I think whoever team, they can get 3 turnovers, I think they're going to have the advantage.
Absolutely, and the Canyon View has got to be able to tackle on special teams better. They've allowed 3 now touchdowns off of trying to cover kicks, kickoff return and a punt return for a touchdown last week, as we get a football drop onto the field for homecoming here from the helicopter, caught by Cody Callison.
Hey, talk about some pressure.
Some hands. Everybody's watching. Got it on TV here. Yeah. Good catch there by Callison.
The homecoming king, by the way.
Yeah, so maybe it's his night. Good things to come maybe for Callison and his Falcon team, as they will return. As it looks like Barton and Larson back to return for the Canyon View Falcons. What do you think of these uniforms, Coach, tonight?
I love them. A little more blue. Can see the numbers better.
Looks sharp.
Great.
They got numbers on helmets as well tonight. Black dome, so it looks sharp. We're all set here for first quarter action. Mustangs taking on the Falcons tonight here at Canyon View High School. The kick looks to be able to be returned by Larson. He catches it around the 5, going to work up the right sideline here. Lowers his shoulder, good hit, but unable to get to the 30, but the Falcon offense will start around the 27. You missed this monitor last week, Coach. Just don't take it on the road with us, but it's nice to have this.
We're getting big time now.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's great stuff.
All right, the Falcons, as they have done all season, start spreading things out, doubles to each side, working on the right hash for 1st and 10. Garrett going to drop back to pass. Has a man open, it's going to be caught. Getting upfield, left sideline, and going to be knocked out into the Mustang bench around midfield. McAllister, he's good for a few catches every game, and usually comes for first down. McAllister just sitting in that soft spot.
Well, when I thought that left his hand, I thought it was picked off. I thought the linebacker was sitting right there, but he lofted it right over his hands. Perfect pass.
Great touch. Now they're going to give first carry of the night. Close to a first down as well for Gunnar Hatch, the leading rusher for this Falcon team. Just shy of the first down. It'll be second and a short 2. They go quick. Does this Falcon team? They go back to Gunnar. Almost caught from behind, but then met by another Mustang right near the line of scrimmage. So we see here on the replay, just waiting for that block to develop, and 33 for Crimson Cliffs. Just sneaking in, outside linebacker Jackson Griffiths, one of the leading tacklers on the Mustang team. They go back to Gunnar. He's trying to get the edge. Back-to-back runs with just needing 2 yards to go are stuffed. This one for a loss of 2. It'll be 4th and 4, and the Falcons are going to punt. It looks like they're going to switch out here, and they'll have to punt it away after it looked like they're going to pick up back-to-back first downs with ease. The Mustangs stop the run.
Well, good job stringing out the play and letting the backers come and getting for a little loss there.
So we'll see the first punt of the night for the Falcons as 2 returners for Crimson set up at the 10-yard line, close to the Mustang sideline as well. Kick is going to be up and good. Bounces around the 20, kind of a shorter punt, but gets the job done. No chance of a return either for Crimson, so no harm done on the punt. And Crimson will get the ball back after they open with the concrete to go defensive stop.
We'll see if Canyon View's defense here can answer just like Crimson's did, with a fairly quick stop and get off the field.
Yeah, pretty. The way the Falcons play with pace without getting the first down, it felt like their drive was over in a hurry, and we have a penalty before the first offensive snap comes from Crimson. It looks like multiple Canyon View Falcons trying to jump early and get the initial push at the line of scrimmage. So 5 yards courtesy of the Falcon defense, and Crimson has a 1st and 5 to open up their first drive of the night. They work from the gun as well, spreading it out. They'll hand it off for the first carry, and a good push of 6 yards to move the chains. 1 carry and a first down for Crimson Cliffs. And Tyler Brown just letting his back do the work for him as Easton Druby able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, real nice patient run there. Good enough for 6 yards on the first down.
And go right back to the run. Now trying to bounce out the right side, and a hold going to be called as Tyler Barton trying to make the tackle. He was held up and now steps out of bounds. He had a chance to go to the house. I mean, it would have come back because of the penalty, but he stepped out as well around the 43-yard line. Nice run there as well. I don't think he even needed a hold here, the receiver on this side. That's easily the first down, and potentially probably even more.
Yeah, I agree. He kind of had him right there, and then he, well, you know, the running back tried to bounce it outside, and that's where he kind of got the little tug on him.
Yeah, so Drewby with another solid run, but we'll have to come back, and we'll retry first down. So it looks like just maybe a yard back from the original line of scrimmage after the spot foul. Will be 11 yards to go on first down. Mustangs trying to get organized, send a man in motion. But Brown tells him to sit still. Now he's going to wave him through. Brings him out to the tight end. And is going to see our first pass from Brown tonight. He's a pump fake and getting a scramble. Getting caught from behind by Gavin Foster. And kind of just goes down to a knee after 3 or 4 yards.
A good job trying to keep him inside. Didn't let him get outside,
Yep.
Forced him back in, and went back, and that's where all the help was coming. So a good job.
Yeah, English and Floyd there to help out Foster on the tackle. Well, that's 2nd and 7, just shy of the 40. As they continue some motion now, set up a trips to the right. And Brown going to drop back to pass. He's going to let it fly downfield a little bit. Has a man just unable to reel it in as Packer Butler. Maybe just a little out in front, but a catchable ball there for Butler.
And with the field being the wrong way, maybe the sun kind of went in our favor because that was a really good ball.
Yeah, that's probably right in the toughest spot to make a reception with the sun just about ready to set over the mountains in the west here at Cedar City here at Canyon View High School, and with the incompletion, it brings up a 3rd and 7. We'll see if Brown is going to air it out once again, but before this 3rd down play will be a timeout taken by Coach Tate. So 8:31 here in the first. We're scoreless. A little defensive battle. We'll see if the Falcons can get off the field when we come back in 30 seconds.
I am your favorite DQ treats. And when you exit the drive-thru with a minivan full of me and a rear-view mirror obstructed by DQ soft serve, your kids will know that you know how to party. Party over here. Party over there. Party everywhere.
With 2 Cedar City locations to serve you on South Main Street and in the Color Country Chevron near the 200 North Interchange.
Because I'm not fast food. I am fan food.
All right, back here at Canyon View High School, Jason Jacobson, McCoy Johnson with you as the Falcons looking to come up with the Carter Creek concrete to go defensive stop. Carter Creek is Southern Utah's small quantity concrete supplier. They got anywhere from 1/4 to 2 cubic yards on Airport Road in Cedar City. Here we go, 7 yards to go. 3rd down, Brown going to drop back to pass again, looking to his right, airs it out, has a man, and he's able to make that completion. Out to the 30, gets a block, now trying to make one man miss, and he's going to do so. Getting into the end zone for a touchdown is Gunnar Orr. That's that same play we almost saw just a play ago, trying to hook up with Butler. This time they find Orr, a little bit of a bobble, but he comes up there and goes to the house.
Yeah, wide open. Wide open, great play, great route. Just a little pitch and catch there, and he did the rest.
Yeah, he got one block from a fellow receiver, but then he just made the moves on a couple of Falcon defenders along the sideline and able to go into the end zone untouched for the first score of the night. It'll be 6-0. We've got a Webster Orthodontics PAT attempt coming for number 34, Zachary Andrus. And unsuccessful as the snap. It was a little jumbled there, and it was number 30, Ryan Woolley. The kicker doesn't get a chance, as never got set down for him. So it is still a 6-0 lead for Crimson as they open up the scoring with a big passing touchdown to Gunnar Orr. We'll be back in 30 seconds to see if the Falcons can answer.
Now, some people think that local companies can't compete with national providers. But for over a quarter century, InfoWest has provided local service, empowering its customers to experience more. More coverage. more speed, more reliability, more connection. Experience more today with InfoWest, the Internet people.
Your voice.
Back Canyon View High School, Barton and Xander Larson with the chance to return for the second time tonight after Crimson gets on the board first, and they lead 6-0 on the State Bank of Southern Utah scoreboard, your hometown bank for business and personal banking since 1957 with locations throughout southwest Utah. It'll be Larson again with the chance to return up the right sideline. Oh, and he is immediately hit, shedding a block, and right there is Jalen Walker.
Yeah, my will versus your will over the blocker. You know, he won, and real nice tackle.
And I think Xander was just anticipating his guy getting the block for him.
Exactly. You know, hey, you got to force your will on that guy, and he did.
Xander does get it out to the 21. So Garrett going to hand it back off to Gunner. They, after getting stopped on back-to-back runs to end their first drive, they go right back to Gunner. I like the call, and he picks up 4 or 5.
I always want to keep the change in your favor, and that's what they did right there.
4 yards brings up second down.
So 6 yards to go. Garrett going to go back to Gunner. Now he's a better hole to work with. Spins away from a tackle. Still churning his feet. Man, leading tackler Jason Panusua unable to bring down Gunner on his own. And Gunner picks up the first down.
First down.
Falcons immediately get back to the line of scrimmage with the trips to the left. And another feed for Gunner. Tries to wait for that block, but a better job that time by Griffiths to shed the block and make a tackle for just a yard gain.
You know, same play, and it looked like it was going to be there again. But their defensive guy beat our pulling lineman, the Canyon View pulling lineman, and he's got to get him because it was there.
Yeah, if he gets him,
it's a 10-yard gain.
Absolutely. So it forces Garrett to pass here. 2nd and 9. An out route caught and tackled along the sideline. Looked like Tyler Main on the far side of the field from us with the reception.
Good little pitch and catch there. Long throw. Kind of shows the arm strength of Jake there. Kind of dangerous because you don't want that defensive back to step in front there. But nice throw and gets a manageable 3rd down.
It's like 4 yards on 3rd here. Canyon View ran this in the last time. They're going to pass here as they fake the handoff. And then the same play, other side of Tyler Main. And he's going to move the sticks close to midfield, right back to Tyler Main. This one, a little more zip on it from Garrett.
Again, good play, good call. Nice short pitch and catch, and nice catch by Tyler.
Yeah, Garrett, he just has a knack of putting a touch on it. Like you've kind of talked about it. He's been in traffic, but he's got it there just enough on it every time they go with a run after the first down and just maybe a yard on the ground.
Yeah, we didn't block anybody on that one.
Yeah, Gabe Lake with his first carry, he's thinking,
yeah,
I can't get anything better than that to work with. So I'll give him about a half yard is all and brings up 2nd. They go to Gunner. Again, just not much of a hole to work with up front on the run. And maybe now a half-yard loss, so 10 yards to go here on 3rd.
A good job by Crimson. Stuffing the run there, getting 3rd and long.
See, this Canyon View can continue their drive. It looks to be a similar drive to this point, and now a high throw, almost picked off and incomplete. Getting a hand on it, looked to be McAllister once again, and he tipped it, or almost tipped it into the hand of a Mustang for an interception, but it falls to the ground, incomplete, and it looks to be back-to-back punts for the Falcons.
Yeah, throw was just a little high. I think Mike got maybe a little scared with all the traffic right there.
Yeah.
But got to go up and go get the ball.
Yeah, I got to. Is the pass game, there's been guys open all over the place tonight. See if they can capitalize on future drives. And the punt takes a terrible bounce if you're a Canyon View fan. It almost gets back to midfield of 44, so 9 yards of a net gain there for the Falcons on the punt, and Crimson with decent field position to start. I guess I'll say it was touched back at the 37.
Well, so far, kind of what we talked about in the pregame, getting off to a good start. Canyon View's first 2 possessions, probably not what Coach Sawyer would like to see.
Yeah.
A lot of momentum here with Crimson. They're feeling confident. 2 fairly quick stops and a quick score.
Yeah, some important drive here for the Falcons early. 5:14 to go in the first quarter. Crimson with a 6-0 lead already, and they're going to hand it off. A huge gap right up the middle. Almost escaped between the linebackers, but making the play for the Canyon View Falcons was 25, Mason Berg. He stopped that for probably going at least 10 more.
Yeah, big hole. If it wasn't for him, it would a lot more yardage.
He gets to the 45, and I think any coach would take a 7-yard carry on first down. That's what Crimson has here. With a short second down coming, they can open up their play call here. They're going to stick to the ground, and coming off the edge once again, has space to work with, stays inbound this time, and I guess not. Almost the same spot, Coach. Maybe that line wasn't painted straight there. He's stepped on it twice in the same spot, and he probably would have went to the house again.
Well, Tony Wilkie, he's known to put a little curve in those lines sometimes.
So Drewby thought he had himself another touchdown, or maybe he just needs to go down in shoe size as well, as he stepped on the sideline again. And the Falcons, keep getting burned on the edge. Same side over here on the Canyon View sideline.
Well, this outside linebacker, he was there. But he's got to make the play. He took a wrong false step in, and then it was trouble.
Yeah. So Mustangs on Canyon View side of the field with 1st and 10, a Cedar City upholstery first down for Crimson. They're going to pass it. Oh, almost picked off, almost jumped it, but now with space to work with and knocked out of bounds. I thought that was picked off. Foster saves it for a touchdown. Gunnar Orr, you see here on your replay, great read and just missed there by Barton.
How didn't he pick that off? And then I'll say, how did that guy catch it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's great concentration. Good job by number 5 there, Gunnar Orr.
Great read for the defense initially, sniffing that one out to pass out to the flat. But even with the good initial read, it's a quality gain for the Mustangs, and they find themselves down to the 25 of the Falcons. They're going to go back to the ground and tripped up. No gain this time for Drewby, as the Falcons finally get a good tackle without Drewby getting into space.
Hey, finally a short gain, maybe a little loss there, finally won. So let's see if Canyon View defense can come up with another one.
Yeah, Cooper McMullen allowing Drewby just to pick up maybe a yard on the first down carry. As the Mustangs go trips to the right, and they're going to pass. Going to single up the guy here on the left side, lofting up to the end zone, and overthrown. Barton in good coverage as well. No chance there on that one.
Good defense there. Make a tough throw, and just out of reach there.
Trying to find Chase Hansen. He is the leading receiver as far as receptions and yardage, and has 2 touchdowns on the year for Crimson as well. First time we've seen him even be targeted tonight.
This is a big third down right here for Canyon View.
Yeah, it is. You want to, it's probably 4th down territory as well. You don't want to allow a short 4th down either. Big play here. They go back to the flat, right to Hansen. He looks like he's going to be wrapped up for a couple yards is all, so it will be 4th and around 7 for Crimson Cliffs, as they're just shy of the 20.
Good open field tackle there, just a short gain. Makes it 4th down, and a big 4th down here.
Yep,
I hate to say that, but it's early in the game, but this is big for Canyon View.
Yeah, it is. I absolutely agree. Mustangs have a 6-0 lead as we tick under 3:25 here in the first quarter, and they're going for it as Crimson. 7 yards to go on fourth down. They're going to pass to the Trip side and incomplete. Almost kind of a designed pick play, if you will, with the Trips there and thrown behind the intended receiver, Jake Tom, as well, in coverage on that side. He might be open if he can lead him just a little bit more, but into some tight coverage, the Falcons get the stop.
Yeah, it would have been a really good catch, a little bit behind him. But good stop by Canyon View there. And let's see if they can take a little momentum here and move the ball a little bit.
All right, we'll see if the Falcons get a little more aggressive, trying to go downfield as Garrett is going to drop back to pass on first down. He wants to throw it, and he has Jake Tom. A little curl route. His defender falls down, but able to get up and make the tackle. But Jake with 6 yards. So Jake to Jake here. And good catch by Tom, his first one of the night.
Garrett to Tom picks up 5 yards on that reception.
They're going to go back to Gunner. He tries to just follow behind a block. Not much he can work with trying to get up downfield, just trying to follow these linemen for a couple here as there's really no gap to work with once again.
Good job by Crimson's front linemen there. They're back there in a little 3-4 defense. And so far, those three guys are, I think they're having their way.
Oh, overthrown out to the flat. Maybe some miscommunication on the route design. Trying to go to Xander Larson. He would have been in traffic if he made the completion. So, again, this Falcon offense forced a punt. And I haven't seen this from them even against Snow Canyon. They're able to move the ball more efficiently. And maybe some good field position for Crimson coming.
A little disappointing there. You get a good 3 or 7 yards on first down, and then no gain. So, a little disappointing here.
So Barton couldn't come out and punt. He hasn't done it yet this game, and he gets a really good one off. It goes over the return man. Maybe some confusion as they were come up closer from the previous punter, and they've done that a couple times, Coach Barton. He does the PATs and kickoffs, but sometimes he doesn't punt, but he's got the best punts on the year, in my opinion.
Well, the first two today weren't very good.
Yeah.
And I think Coach Sawyer tried somewhere else, and he did. That was good. Kind of shift the field a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought the Crimson maybe had a chance to start at midfield, but after the good punt, now towards the 32. So let's see if Canyon View can come up with back-to-back defensive stops here, maybe get better field position to start their next drive as well, as we have 2:09 remaining in the first quarter. Just 6-0, but Crimson out in front. They're going to pass out to that flat again. And again, just a little bit of pressure maybe there as Barton forced the guy he was guarding to block him into the intended receiver and unable to come down with the tight end, Jordan Eaton.
Well, nice play there by Tyler. But somebody else has got to get out there. If he catches that ball, that's a big gain. So give Tyler a lot of credit to fighting through the blocks and make that catch tough.
And the sophomore tight end, Jordan Eaton, down. He's a really good basketball player. I remember from last year's start of varsity as a freshman some. As he's attended to on the field, we'll take a 30-second break. 6-0 Crimson with 2:04 in the first. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Color Country Pediatrics.
We understand that your child is your world. That's why we provide compassionate care.
Learn more about our practice and schedule an appointment with us today.
The largest pediatric practice in town and still growing, Color Country Pediatrics offers wellness checkups, sick visits, sports physicals, and preventative care. Because we're able to provide so many services on site, like several labs, casting, stitches, IVs, and wound care, our patients can receive quality treatment from friendly faces in a familiar setting. Our friendly physicians develop long-term relationships with whole families in order to provide kids with the most comprehensive care. With a staff member on call 24 hours a day, you can have peace of mind.
We love coming here. They make us feel comfortable and they're welcoming, and we know that they care about us.
Color Country Pediatrics gives back to the community by supporting local schools, sports teams, and events. Color Country Pediatrics.
They're our world too. First handoff of the night to leading rusher Creed Leonard, and he picks up about 8.
Nice run. Got outside, bounced it outside, and somebody's got to be there.
I was wondering why I haven't seen Leonard with any carries tonight in his first one. Maybe Drew Bay getting a breather at the moment. But he picks up 8 to make it just 2 yards to go here on third down. Right at the 40 sits the ball. And they go back to Leonard. He escapes. A tackle would have been short of the first down, and Floyd able to wrangle him down around the 50, but a chance to bring up a fourth down as Leonard escapes the high tackle.
Yeah, who was that broke through there, had a chance to make the play, and Leonard did a nice job of getting through that little arm tackle and for a nice gain.
So it results in a Cedar City Upholstery first down, just shy of midfield from the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. 1:22 here in the first to go. They go back to Leonard. This time he is met by 4 Falcons, and it'll be no gain. Haven't seen that yet tonight. It's a good sign.
First time needs to be a little bit more. Gavin Foster fought through his block. I think he was the first one to meet him there.
Yeah, Gavin done a good job tonight for Canyon View. Beating his man a few times tonight. And yeah, we got to see that on multiple plays here, Coach. Here, maybe bring up a long third down if Falcons can come up with another no gain here. They will pass, does Crimson. They're going to air it out. Downfield, Barton had him well covered, trying to go to Packer Butler. One-on-one coverage here on the side. They've kind of attacked Barton in those coverages, but he's done a good job downfield tonight.
Right. Yeah, he did a nice job. He kind of didn't bite for the fake there. He stayed over the top, and actually he probably had a better chance to catch that ball than receiver, but he did a real nice job. And here it is, third down. This is a big third down here.
Yep, Falcons need to force a punt more than likely if they can bring up a fourth down here. Probably another pass coming from Tyler Brown, the sophomore quarterback from Crimson Cliffs. He is going to drop back out of the gun. Feels some pressure, escapes to his right, trying to work across the field, and a good job coming back to make the tackle for the Canyon View Falcons. Waylon Jones, the junior, just a yard. It looked like an opportunity for Brown to maybe get downfield to try to pick up the first down with his legs, and the Falcons are going to force a punt.
Well, I think he had a couple guys open down there, but he was trying to avoid the rush and didn't have a chance to look down there. So a nice job by the front 4, front 7 guys to get some pressure on him.
Yeah, first time Brown has felt the heat on a pass. And that expires our clock here in the first quarter. 6-0 Crimson. Falcon offense yet to get rolling. We'll see if they can do that as they're awaiting a punt when we come back from 1-minute break.
Wilson Orthodontics has been Southern Utah's trusted choice for orthodontic care for over 30 years, with locations in Cedar City, Parowan, and Beaver.
Dr. Wilson is not only my orthodontist, he is my friend.
Providing child and adult orthodontic care featuring many alternatives, including clear braces, traditional braces, as well as colorful and customized brackets that express your personality and make your orthodontic experience unique.
586-8980.
Your voice, your vote. In our democracy, they matter. Make yours count. Get registered, learn the issues, and vote by or on November 3rd. Visit vote411.org. This message is furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Mikey and the Missus. I reckon it don't get any weirder than that. Only on today's hit music, B92.1.
So please, let's give back and show our love and support the Daly family at this difficult time. Thank you.
Back here at Canyon View High School as the punt is on its way downfield, and the Falcons aren't going to have a chance to return, and it's going to be a beauty inside the 10. angling towards the sideline and down close to the 5-yard line. So the Falcons looks like they'll be inside the 5 as well at the 4. 96 yards to go to try to tie this thing up or take the lead.
Real nice punt, real nice roll. Special teams, big part of the game.
Yeah, Crimson has shut down the run game and has controlled the field position tonight. And it's maybe part of the reason the Falcons have struggled to move the ball. So pinned up, almost in the end zone, working from the gun will be Garrett. He sends a guy off the field and a handoff for just a yard or two as the Falcons have struggled to pick up big games on the ground.
34, Zach Endress comes up from his linebacker position, makes a nice tackle. Zach's a really good baseball player for Crimson.
So Gunner with just a yard on first down, 2nd and 9 as we're in the second quarter. Canyon View trying to answer as they trail by 6 in this first half. Man in motion, fly sweep to Tyler Main. He works with a little space, but great pursuit by Crimson. All their backers and secondary guys were right there to meet Tyler Main as he made a first guy miss. But again, nothing doing on the ground, and that goes for a loss of 1.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to get to the outside, and, man, they did a nice job. They filled up there quickly and for nothing.
Yeah, it's great pursuit for Crimson. They've forced another long 3rd down. Jake going to throw the slant, and it's going to be close. It falls to the ground, and, yeah, just enough, 11 yards. Callison's first reception. As he moves the chains, good pickup, and the Falcons really needed that one there. Garrett made a quality strike to Cody.
Real good throw, real good route. And you're right, the Falcons definitely needed that. They can't afford to go 3 and out on your own 5-yard line.
Yeah, so they get out to the 15, a little more breathing room, and a fresh set of downs. So they go back to Gunner as he's pulled to the ground, rolls over a Mustang, and gets, again, just a short gain, but better. You can work with 3 on first down.
You can work with that one, and now KV's got to answer, though. They got to get some yardage here.
We're going to see Garrett roll out to the right, and he's going to loft it downfield, has a man, and going to make the great catch is Jake Tom. Unable to catch it and stay on his feet, but he makes the reception nonetheless, and the Falcons have the first big play of the night across midfield, and as you see Tom just land right on his back inside the 40. Canyon View already on Crimson's side of the field. They're going to go quick. The chains aren't even set, and they're going to hand it off on the ground. Braden Floyd with his first carry, and he'll get nothing.
Well, I like going quick, but sometimes when you go quick, you're not ready. I know you're trying to get those guys, catch those guys sleeping or whatever, but I don't think we were quite ready either.
No, we weren't.
Because now it's 2nd and 10.
No blocks happened on the left side there where Floyd was trying to work from. And it results, though, in another player getting attended to on the field. So we'll have another Color Country Pediatrics timeout as the Falcons will have the ball on Crimson's side of the field. The 2nd and 10 coming. We'll be right back.
Only $5 pizza gives you a large, freshly baked one-topping pizza or a medium made-to-order supreme pizza for just $5. And don't forget the breadsticks, specialty salads, chicken wings, and more, all at a great price. And now $5 Pizza offers 2 locations to serve you, in the Providence Center and now on North Main Street across from Canyon View Middle. Both locations offering the best pizza value in Cedar City. 865-9600, 865-9600.
Marty Lane and Aaron E. Allen, 5 to 10 a.m. Check. 12 new country songs in a row all day. Check. 107.3 and 94.9. New country 12 in a row.
With a huge completion to Jake Tom, find themselves moving the ball a little bit better, and another tough catch for Cody Callison along the sideline in traffic. Just 3 yards on the completion, but a good job by Cody. He's made some tough catches all season.
Short gain, but really good ball. I mean, good defense to the guy right there. Good ball, but great catch.
Yeah, Jalen Walker all over Callison. Cody hauls it in. Well, they just need 7 now here on third down as Callison goes in motion. They're going to go to Gunner, a little counter action. And again, just not much to work with for Hatch. No gain.
Well, that tells me you're going to run it on 3rd and long. I think they were trying to get some yardage there to get to a 4th and manageable, so I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Looks
Nobody
like
moving, for this Falcon offense as they'll look to the sideline, get their instructions here for 4th and 7. Just outside the 35. We're 8:57 here in the second quarter. Looks like we're going to have a timeout taken by Coach Source. So maybe we'll see if they come up with something specific here to try to keep the drive alive. We'll be back in 1 minute. 6-0 Crimson.
Carter Creek Concrete to Go is your small quantity concrete supplier. 1/4 to 2 cubic yards made according to your specs. The load mixes while you drive. When you're done, you hose out the drum and return the mixer. It's as easy as that. Buy only what you need with no mixing by hand or short load fees, and save big by doing it yourself. Carter Creek Concrete to Go at 942 North Airport Road in Cedar City. For the contractor or do-it-yourselfer, Carter Creek Concrete to Go.
The Big Picture Morning Show with Dr. T and Chris Holmes. Weekdays at 6 on News Talk 107.7 590 KSUB.
Who's the quarterback played baseball? Shumway.
Oh, Colton, yeah.
He used to do that.
Yep. Yeah, just do that so they don't put any back. Just pooch it down there, get on the 10. But
we're back. It's 4th down and 7 or 8, and the Falcons are going to go for it. Dropping back to passes Garrett, looking to his right, steps up, and he's going to be sacked anyway. So 4th down, unsuccessful as Garrett can't get a pass off. Tried to step up in the pocket, avoided the first man, but it just collapsed on him, and turnover on downs. Number 41, able to bring down Jake Garrett, Devin McAfee.
Good pressure by the front 7 there by Crimson, which they've done all night.
Yeah, they have. It's been consistent. Yep. Working from the right hash at the 40, so Crimson with solid field position, and another to be offsides against the Falcons. So they've done that a couple times, and almost the whole line there in unison going early. So free 5. Once again for the Mustangs. So we're 8:46 here in the second. Canyon View got to keep it here. Try to get off the field once again as the defense has answered after allowing the 1 touchdown. Now we have some space right up the middle. Leonard trying to go all the way. He's not going to be touched. He went right through the middle and to the house for 55 yards. Creed Leonard, leading rusher on the team, scores the second touchdown of the night for the Mustangs. We have 12-0.
Well, not touched.
No.
Not touched.
Leonard he shows his speed, man. He got past everybody. Nobody was going to catch him either. He didn't even have to go lateral for a step there as he was just straight downhill into the end zone. And see if Crimson can execute their PAT. Here's a poor snap last time. Maybe trying to get the right personnel as the kicker does come out now, as it's Ryan Woolley, Jr. West Mustang team, taking a lot of time to get set with the Webster Orthodontic PAT. For child or adult orthodontic care, Dr. Webster and staff are here to set you straight and leave you with a beautiful and confident smile. Webster Orthodontics is at 415 North Main Street in Cedar City. Once again, maybe some early movement before the play. Now, a couple of guys still trying to block like they didn't hear the whistle. We'll see what we have.
I've been watching those two the last couple of plays, and those two have been jawing at each other.
Yeah. Well, is that Foster?
Yeah, it's Foster and 64, I think, for Crimson there.
Yeah, Gavin's not going to want to be pushed around by
Tyler
any means.
Whitaker. Those two have been kind of jawing at each other, so be interesting to kind of watch that one.
Yeah. Looked like it was a call against the Falcons offside. They'll move a little closer here for Woolley's attempt. The snap was good before the whistle. Is this one on the money that gets down, but a line driving kick, no good. Unsuccessful, so the Falcons have stopped both PAT attempts. So it's 12-0, but Canyon View got to find a way to get on the board at least one time here before half, Coach. 12-0, they could have the chance to come back, but being down just one score at half is quite a difference as well.
Yeah, well, there's no need to panic, but Canyon View's got to figure some things out offensively. Right now, no running lanes for Gunner. We have thrown the ball a little bit, so maybe not that you want to abandon the run.
Yeah.
But maybe kind of open up the passing game here to open up the running game.
Yeah, I think at least try it on one drive here before halftime as well. So,
the one time they did throw the ball deep, Canyon View got behind them. So, maybe look for some of those opportunities to hit on a couple of those maybe and to open up the running lanes for Gunner.
All right, we'll see if Barton or Larson can get a quality return for the Falcons. As we're 8:36 here in the second quarter, 12-0 on your State Bank of Southern Utah scoreboard in favor of the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. As our halftime report is coming up at the conclusion of this quarter, we'll have a little look around the region, courtesy of Rocky Ridge Landscape Rock as well. But the Falcons trying to get on the board before half. A one-hopper fielded by Larson now works back towards the middle of the field, trying to lower his shoulder, but he could have made maybe one man miss there, but then there's still two guys immediately right there to bring him down.
There's no space there.
No.
There's no space there to run and to kind of lucky get up to the 20 and call her good.
Yeah, man. Larson kind of taking a little bit of a beating on the returns so far tonight. But, yeah, it looks like he's hammered, but he's still at least getting out to the 20 and saving the field position for the Falcons. So we got a 1st and 10. We'll see if the Falcons can move it. Here's they go. On the ground, a Gunner. He follows his block and then bounces up to the left side and give him 6 there. There's Gunner a little more to work with on that one.
A good hard run by Gunner there. Kind of ran right into his pulling lineman there. Got up his back, but hey, good run. We'll take 6-7 yards every time.
They go the out route into traffic. Wow, another great catch with a guy on his back. That one was Braylon Poulos. A couple of nice catches for Canyon View in traffic.
Great catch. They're starting to jump those.
Yeah, that was scary.
So opportunities for big plays there. They've probably scouted that out and know that Canyon View likes to throw those balls.
They go another pass, and it's tipped away. 3rd and 1, go to Callison on the quick slant, and that's a great play by Jalen Walker. He just reached from behind and tapped it away before Callison could come up with it.
A real nice play. Maybe a chance to catch it, but he was right there. So,
man,
Crimson's defensively is playing great, and Canyon View's got to somehow, some way, figure it out and find a way.
They've tried to switch it up, I think, on the play calling to keep the Mustangs on their toes, but it just hasn't worked. And they've ran it on the long thirds, pass on short ones, try to mix it up some, but nothing doing. And another punt coming. This one does bounce out of bounds, a line driving kick by Barton, and it goes out at the 42. So last thing Canyon View can afford is give up another touchdown here before halftime.
Good field position.
A lot of time to work with, too.
A lot of time, good field position. Well, getting back to Canyon View offensively, how many times here have there been a few times where they got a good gain on 1st down, 7 yards, and then it's, 3rd down nothing, 2nd down nothing. So
I think 2nd down's been awful.
It's been, so they got to be better there.
All right, Mustangs taking some time here, getting organized. 1st and 10. They'll hand it off, coming off the right side again. A great edge, but a flag comes flying in. It almost looks like they're not designing to come all the way outside, but great blocks as Canyon View has not controlled the edge tonight. Drew Bay with another quality carry, but penalty flag looks to be going against the Mustangs.
Yeah, good job by Drew Bay to bounce it outside. But the right offensive tackle here, he was holding. Oh, no, false start.
Yeah. So procedure penalty.
Illegal procedure.
Yeah, we'll have 1st and 15. We'll redo it.
First down and 15.
Negates Drew Bay's quality run as they send man in motion. And they're going to go back on the ground, and a great job getting into the backfield and nothing doing. Cooper McMullen with the tackle.
Real nice job by Cooper coming through. He was not blocked. Came in and made a good play on the running back. Now he does have to be careful because the quarterback could pull that and go the other way. Now the quarterback just gave it and went the other, ran to the way the running back was going, but he could pull it. So Cooper's got to be careful there.
Yeah, something to keep our eye on for sure as we move forward. But it brings up a long 2nd down, about 15 yards to go. Going to drop back to pass, moves to the right to buy some time. Into traffic, going to be picked off. Oh, and he could not come up with it. Braden Floyd looked like he had it tucked away, maybe just slightly bobbling it, trying to secure it 100%. We'll see here on the replay. Maybe just tried to get downfield before really tucking it away. That could have been a big turnover.
Well, I think he was probably so surprised it was coming right to him and then got his eyes upfield before he actually had it. That would have been a big play.
Yes, huge. Canyon View has defended downfield well tonight, and see if they can do it again probably as a passing down here, 3rd and 15 for Crimson. And they are going to pass. And now rolling to his left, trying to look downfield. Nobody open. Now just going to tuck it away to the sideline. Good play there by Tyler Brown. He tried to buy as much time as he could, give his time for the receivers to get themselves open, but nothing doing.
Well, good job. Good job, especially after woulda, coulda, shoulda had the pick. Get them off the field. Or is there a penalty? Looks, is there a flag? Yeah, there is a flag over on the far side.
See, this is if it's against Canyon View, that's a huge break for the Mustangs. And it will go against Canyon View, holding. It stays 3rd down after they'll mark it off. Signals the white hat, but instead of 4th down and a punting situation approaching Crimson, they can have a chance to try to move the chains again. Now they just need 5 yards. They're going to pass on 3rd, and it's going to be complete. Caught by Davin Adams. First time he's been targeted tonight, and he picks up over 10.
Good ball.
Yeah.
Just settled down, little curl pattern or something like that. He zipped it in there. Good throw, good call, and the drop pass has come back to haunt Canyon View there. Dropped interception.
Yeah, dropped interception, a penalty. The Falcons going to be up against it. You're going to have to get a stop all over again, it feels like. 1st and 10 coming. Crimson now on Canyon View side of the field at the 42. Drew Bay gets the carry. Stiff arm, he breaks away. And now it takes a couple of Falcons to make contact and bring him down. Give him 7.
Well, whoever the running back's been for Crimson, they've done a great job of making the first guy miss, a little breaking through some arm tackles, and getting a good positive gain. This one for 8 yards. Done a great job. You got it. Canyon View's got to tackle better.
Yeah, they got to. It was a struggle last week, no doubt about it, and it's continued into this first half as they're at the 35 is Crimson. About 3 yards to go on 2nd. And the Canyon View going to stop it from the first down, a couple yards. The ball comes loose, but they signal that he was down before it came loose. Another 3rd down coming up, though. The Falcons have had a hard time stopping Crimson on 3rd down. So this will be their 3rd attempt doing so.
And this will be 2-down territory.
Yeah.
More than likely. 3rd and a yard. So if they don't get it, they're going to go. They got 2 downs here to get it.
Yeah, both teams have not been shy of going for it on 4th down anytime they've been in the other team's side of the field. Yeah, just a yard here, and now looks like it'll be a free one. Free 1st down, courtesy of Canyon View. They've jumped off sides a few times tonight, and have definitely, I think every game this season have lost the penalty battle. giving up a lot of free yards to their opponents.
Makes it awful tough on you if you're going to be losing the penalty battle, and yeah, it makes it tough. Can't do it.
So it's first down for Crimson. Inside the 30 now as the clock ticks under 5 minutes, and the Mustangs lead 12-0, looking to get some more. They go on the ground to Leonard. He hits some traffic, waits for a minute, and it opens up again. He lunges forward for 5. Creed Leonard with a smart run there.
Well, just a little bit being patient. Thought he was going to get nothing, and then he found a little crease there. A couple penalties on the play here, though.
And now, it comes in kind of at the tail end of the action.
Well, there's been a lot of little chirping and some extracurricular stuff going on here. I don't know if that's it.
Right. With the flags coming in, it stops our clock at 4:32 here in the first half. And your State Bank of Southern Utah scoreboard, 12-0 in favor of Crimson. And it goes against Canyon View. Just as we discussed, the penalties have cost the Falcons a personal foul. Probably some contact after the whistle play is finished.
I didn't see anything, but obviously there was something.
Well, puts Crimson in the red zone for 1st and 10, 4:24, and rolling here in the second quarter. They go back to Leonard, and he is going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. As once again, that opportunity for Brown to pull it, and just that slight hesitation, I think, opened that hole even more for Leonard. And he goes a couple side-to-side steps, but he goes into the end zone untouched. And
well, just heartbreaking. Sorry to interrupt you there, McCoy, but it's just heartbreaking here, devastating for Canyon View. You had him stop, had a chance to pick it off, and then you do stop them, then a penalty, and then they do what good teams do. They just, all right, we're gonna make you pay.
Yeah, absolutely. And so 18-0 on the State Bank of Southern Utah scoreboard. Now a Falcon, Tyler Barton, being looked at on the field. And we'll have a Webster Orthodontics PAT attempt when we come back from a 1-minute break. 18-0 Crimson.
For lunch, dinner, or after the game, Brad's Food Hut is the place to please the entire party. From Bronco burgers to fish and chips to sandwiches, salads, or specialty sides to delicious ice cream desserts or thirst-quenching drinks, Brad's has the menu to satisfy everyone's appetite. Serving Cedar City for nearly 4 decades, Brad's has become Cedar City's favorite stop. Call ahead and your order can be ready. Dine in or take out at 546 North Main Street, Brad's Food Hut, where everyone leaves happy.
Your voice, your vote. In our democracy, they matter. Make yours count. Get registered, learn the issues, and vote by or on November 3rd. Visit vote411.org. This message is furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
The radio home for the SUU T-Birds. Talk Radio 590, KSUB.
So it looks like third time is the charm for Crimson and their PAT unit. As the kick was good, making it 19-0. With 4:13 to go before halftime, there's time for the Falcons to get a score, and boy, do they need one here. Heading into halftime, they've really been shut down. I think it's been a difference on both sides of the ball for the Falcons. They have not been able to control the edge on tackling guys, but then opening up for their guys to get some yardage on the outside as well. It's really been a factor.
Yeah, it's pretty simple, McCoy. Teams who can run the ball makes it a lot easier. Canyon View hasn't been able to do it. And then Crimson, they've done it very well. But what's been demoralizing, too, with that is it's the big runs.
Yeah.
They've busted them for big games.
Yeah, all 3 touchdowns.
And this series for Canyon View is huge because Crimson gets the ball coming out of half.
Yeah.
And Canyon View's got to do something. They got to move the ball, and you hate to call it with a whole nother half of football, but this is vital for them.
Yeah, it could determine the outcome of the game, no doubt about it. As Larson Fields at the 5 now has a little more room to work with and a block, but it's just looks like there's just missed blocks all over the place on these returns. And Larson, again, just around the 20 as he goes down. So, yeah, Callison had an assignment to try to get 2 guys there and unable to pick up both, obviously. And a flag against Canyon View Falcons once again, Coach. I mean, you can't expect the Falcon offense is struggling anyway with penalties, and you're starting inside your 10 on these drives, so it's a tough task.
Well, I think holding and those type of penalties are one thing. The unsportsmanlike, it can't happen.
No, it can't.
And not when you're down 18 and we need some momentum.
And they try to go down the field. Maybe an opportunity to drop that one into Poulos, but just slightly overthrown. A tough throw there for Garrett to try to drop it in between the corner and the safety sliding over. It'll be incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Had a shot there for a big play, just out of reach.
So they'll go to Gunner on 2nd and 10. Able to pick up about 3 yards out to the 15. So, but again, another long 3rd down, because that seems to be the case for Canyon View on every single drive and every set of downs.
Makes it tough to convert, makes it tough to call plays.
Yeah, it does. They've been limited. They're going to air it out and into traffic, and we have a flag come in, maybe helping out the Falcons a little bit as McAllister was in tight coverage. Maybe he was held. We'll see it here on the replay. Just slightly overthrown to McAllister. And 22, just maybe a little hands on prematurely because Corbin Cuff is going to be penalized.
Yeah, I think he went up and he got his right hand on the shoulder pad there. Probably didn't need to.
No.
And to be completely honest with you, if they didn't call it, I don't know, myself up here, probably wasn't nothing. But he did kind of contact him a little bit. And maybe that's a break Canyon View needs to get something going here.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely helps. 3:39. Canyon View gets out to the 30 now with a fresh set of downs. Cedar City Upholstery, 1st down. Cedar Upholstery has got automotive, home furniture, ATV, boat, and equipment seats, sewing, and repairs. They can do it all. Now some room to work with for Hatch as he spins out of a tackle. And I think that was a face mask as the flag comes in. Gunner gets away from that potential tackle. And just a big play they needed after the penalties. Yeah, Hatch immediately was grabbed at the face mask there, trying to be brought down into open space.
Yeah, finally had some space to run there. Going to benefit here from the personal foul with the face mask. But, Coach Aitcord, who calls the plays for the Falcons, not giving up the run like he like he should be doing. And but they got to bust some more like that.
Yeah, got to be just a little more frequent on the big gains. And now into Crimson side of the field at 36 with a 1st and 10. Garrett going to pass, has some time, lets it go, and not, another break for the Falcons as McAllister didn't turn around, didn't know he was being targeted, and almost jumping the route. Well, he did jump, it was Jalen Walker, but it slips through his hands.
Well, maybe a little miscommunication there, but looked like Crimson was playing zone over the top, and 3 was just sitting there. So Jace got to recognize that, and the ball's probably got to go somewhere else.
And now the Falcons kind of flip the script, it seems like here. They had a dropped interception, now Crimson, and Crimson with the penalties to allow the drive to march down the field, and we'll see if Canyon View can capitalize on this opportunity they've been given.
Yeah, you said it, McCoy. It's just been switched from the last drive for Crimson.
2nd and 5, they go to Gunner. Able to break through the initial contact and gets close to that 1st down marker. It will be a short 3rd down coming up for Canyon View. Last time they tried to throw that slant on 3rd and 1. We'll see if they go back to Gunner here.
Yeah, it's got to be Gunner, and this is 2-down territory.
And I think that was a broken play. Garrett trying to make something out of it, and he has a guy down in the end zone and slightly overthrown. Poulos gets turned around. I think that was a broken play that almost went for a touchdown. Just because of the scramble, I think Garrett was just a little off on that pass.
Well, you say almost, I'll say should have been. And, got to keep running. The pass cut probably going to be a little bit better, but when you're down 18, you got to hit that ball.
All right, 4th and 1. They're going to go for it. They go to Gunner, and he's going to get it. He'll get a couple more to add on to it as well. So huge play for the Falcons to get a first down at 2:43 left before halftime. Trailing 19-0. They need to punch this one in. They're going to go quick again as they get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to pass, and underneath the man fell down. Tyler Main slipped, and as well as the defender out there fell down as well. Packer Butler.
Well, if you watch as that linebacker gets out there, they are really scouting that play, and they're getting out there. So
Yeah.
Jake's got to see that. He's got to read it, and if he is going to throw it out there, he's got to be precise.
I'm with you. You said it before. Those are getting red. If he throws those fakes, Poulos again is over the top open.
And that means the curl in the middle is going to be wide open. If they're going to bust out there, it's in the middle is going to be open.
Another good gap to work with for Gunner on 2nd down and gets around 5 yards inside the 20. Again, another big 3rd down coming. Obviously 2-down territory from here. 6 yards to go. Plenty of time as we're under 2:20 though.
4 yards, bringing up 3rd down and 6 on the 24.
Maybe on their heels just a little bit as this Crimson D. The run game is opened up. Falcons going to pass on 3rd down. Garrett feels some pressure. Goes to the right. He's going to air it out to the end zone. Incomplete. Tyler Main trying to call for a flag for his fellow receiver, Jake Tom, who was thrown towards the back of the end zone. There are flags back at the line of scrimmage. But that usually is not a good sign for the offensive team.
Yeah, it's holding, and once Jake tried to run outside, that end over there kind of tug on his guy.
Canyon View playing with pace. Both teams breathing a little heavy here. It's second quarter about to come to a conclusion. The Falcons trying to get one in before half is right at 2 minutes, and the hold call is what the flag was on the field. So they'll go for a 3rd down again, but now they got a ways to work to try to pick it up.
And again, I'm assuming, I'm just kind of guessing that this is going to be 2-down territory too.
Yeah, it's got to be.
So, we want to try to get 10 yards here, make it a little bit easier on 4th down.
See, this Falcons team has as Garrett's going to drop back to pass, has a little more time, throws down the middle of the field, going to be caught. Great catch is immediately hit from behind. McAllister reels it in, and he's just a yard shy of the 1st down.
Well, hey, give McAllister all the credit in the world there. Jake threw it, but he came back to that ball. If he doesn't come back to that ball's picked off. And now he has a short 4th and 1 here.
All right, Falcons picked up this same yardage and down before. Now they're going to pass it, and it's just batted away. Personally, don't love the calls. And it goes incomplete, and the Mustangs are going to get the ball back with 1:37, and all that work results in nothing.
Tough throw. A little 5-yard out, and the guy was right there. He made a great play. Hey, but give Canyon View, they went drove it to 70 yards, got out of their territory. So even though they didn't score, something to maybe give you a little momentum here. But they got to stop Crimson. They can't let them score.
Crimson aggressive on the first play call, going to go down the field. Oh, and the flag comes all the way from behind. Is the judge closest to the call, lets it go, and the side official calls it from behind, and it goes incomplete. But I didn't see much going on there. It was obviously far side away from us.
We're all the way over here, but in high school, if I remember right, you don't have to turn around.
You don't.
And I don't think he didn't look like he bumped it at all. So, but we're all the way over here. So, and those officials always, for the most part, do a nice job. And so, it's the next play. It's the next play here.
Yeah, Crimson opens it up. They might be trying to get some more here before halftime. 1:31 to go. 1st and 10. Now flag comes in before the snap can happen. And it's going to go against Crimson. It looks like the receivers weren't in unison here. Maybe one of them was covered up. But, yeah, we haven't seen Crimson take too many shots down the field with the pass, and
they haven't had
they
to
let it go. Yeah,
just keep running it, hand it, and get big yardage there. So there's no need to do that. But here they are. They got minute 30. A chance to this is big. A chance to score and then get the ball right out of halftime. So.
Yeah. So 1st and 15 after the penalty. They'll pass once again. Brown out to the flat on a out route as it goes off his intended receiver's hands and into the sideline of the Mustangs, incomplete. Had him open too. Catchable ball there for Higgins.
Second down and 15 on the 24.
With only 5 seconds to go off the clock there on that pass attempt. Still 15 yards to go here. Now it's 2nd down. They're really going to air it out on this drive. Escapes some pressure now. Going to take it on his own. And Brown picks up good yardage after he might have been tackled for a sack there. About 8 yards.
Yeah, good job by Brown. I mean, Canyon had a couple opportunities. Got to break down, and he kind of juked him, and for a good positive gain here for on 3rd down.
Brown picks up about 8 yards, bringing up 3rd down and 8.
Do have about 7 or 8 yards to go still for the Mustangs on 3rd down. 1:17 after running out of bounds, stopped the clock. And now Brown going to look to the sideline before snapping this big 3rd down play. He'll pass again, looking to the left, going to step up, has some room to run, and is just going to slide and tuck his Tommy English, waiting for him to make a hit. And it brings up 4th down, and the Mustangs can't go for it here, can they, Coach? I mean, they can't always can, but
if I'm obviously I'm rooting for Canyon View, I'm saying let's do it, so we can hold them. But no, they can't. They got all the momentum here. They played a great first half. No need to do something like that. Get the ball, punt it.
So
but then Canyon View's got a minute, and they proved last series that they can move it a little bit. Obviously, they can move it. So it would be interesting to see here what Canyon View can do here with a minute left.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Sawyers doesn't want to just go into halftime right here. Got a minute left. He took one of his timeouts to stop the clock. We'll be back in 30 seconds. The Falcons once again trying to get on the board for the first time.
I am your favorite DQ treats. And when you exit the drive-thru with a minivan full of me and a rear-view mirror obstructed by DQ soft serve, your kids will know that you know how to party. Party over here. Party over there. Party everywhere.
With 2 Cedar City locations to serve you on South Main Street and in the Color Country Chevron near the 200 North Interchange.
Because I'm not fast food. I am fan food.
So line driving punt going to be fielded. This is Cody Callison able to get 6-7 yards down the field after the catch on the punt. Now we have a flag back towards the kick. And Canyon View will have the ball back without the penalty being assessed. They're down to around the 35-yard line. And penalty against Crimson would help the Falcons out. Their chances to try to score as we got 50 seconds left after the punt tacked off 10 seconds. Officials still discussing, and now we'll have a looks like
it's holding on them.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take the ball here. You already lost 10 seconds. Let's take the ball and let's go.
Yeah.
No, they are. They are going to take it. Okay. All right.
A holding call against the Mustangs.
I think I would just take the ball right there.
Yes.
Because you already lost 10 seconds. Now you're going to lose 10 more.
Well, it could very easily be right at the same spot, right, Coach?
Well, I'd be worried, too, if I was the coach to think, okay, now maybe we rough the punter or something. Now they get the ball back, or something like that. But, hey, Coach Sawyers, he knows what he's doing.
All right, so gives Callison and this punt return unit another chance to try to give the Falcons good field position on the potential final drive, and it's a poor snap. Finally, it will be scooped up and then gets a kickoff. Is going to bounce and caught by Jake Tom. What a risky play, but he saved a lot of yards. He's still churning, still on his feet out to the 35. Risky play by Jake Tom, but it gets him about 10 extra yards and probably saved another 5 or 10 on a potential bounce as well.
It all worked out. I know they lost some time, but you gained, 30 yards on that. So, like I said, Coach Sawyer's decided to take the penalty, and definitely worked out in Canyon View's favor there.
We have another flag on the field as well. This one might be against the Falcons. And, the officials will march it back to the 50. So it goes 15 yards back, but, electing to re-punt, I guess, takes off 14 seconds, but you get 15 more yards, Coach. So right at midfield, 36 seconds to go, 50 yards to get to the end zone. Garrett going to loft it down the sideline into coverage. He's just going to let his receivers try to make a play, and it goes out of bounds, but he threw a good ball to, either way. That's a tough play for the defender to try to make something happen. But, yeah, that's all Crimson's doing is dropping back right there.
Yeah, now you're dropping back. You don't want to give the big play here. Make them nickel and dime 50 yards for a touchdown. And their guys did a great job. He just sat, and Jake threw it up to, give your guy a chance to make a play.
No, it was a good ball.
And fight for it. Fight for the ball.
Yeah, kind of a low-risk chance there as we have a timeout, though. With 29 seconds to go, it'll be 2nd and 10. We'll be back in 30.
Now, some people think that local companies can't compete with national providers. But for over a quarter century, InfoWest has provided local service, empowering its customers to experience more. More coverage. More speed. More reliability. More connection. Experience more today with InfoWest, the Internet people.
Jason Jacobson, McCoy Johnson with you as we have 29 seconds to go here. Canyon View taking on Crimson Cliffs, and the Falcons trailing by 19. Have yet to get on the board. Got a tough task here, just 29 seconds to go, but the Falcon offense is trying to continue to march it down. Garrett feels some pressure, steps up in the pocket, now escapes to the right, has a man open, overthrown. Good effort there for, looked like Tyler Main, trying to leave his feet and make a reception.
Yeah, had him. Tyler was working back towards Jake. Jake was scrambling out to his right, throwing on the run. It's a tough throw for quarterbacks, and you work at it, and in practice you probably get it done. In the games, when you got the adrenaline stuff, a little bit different. I think that's kind of what happened there. Kind of ball just sailed on him.
Yeah, just a little extra juice from Garrett on that one. He brings up 3rd and 10. He pulls it from Gunner, going to roll out to his right. Has a man open again, this time on the money to Tyler Main, trying to get the edge, and he does get out of bounds. Great job by Tyler Main, making his guy miss. Stops the clock at 14 seconds to go, and a big gain.
Good throw, good route by Tyler. Find the open space, and then do a good job of getting out of bounds to give you a chance here.
Yeah, makes Jackson cleverly miss, stopping the clock. One timeout left for Coach Sawyer, so maybe 2 plays here for the Falcons, depending on what happens here on this 1st and 10 at the 33. Garrett going to come to his left, feels pressure, has to step up, now comes to his right. He's going to loft it to the end zone, underthrown, and going to be picked off. Again, rolling out, trying to throw in motion, and it's intercepted, and a return will stop the clock at 2 seconds. There's a flag. It would come in after the interception happened, maybe a legal block in the back right here you saw on the screen.
Jake, first interception of the year, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that's right.
But, he had tons of room to run there. I think he could have ran it for about 15, got out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Easier said than done. Had it, probably looked up, had him.
Well,
thought he had him.
It's still a tough throw, but I think he probably saw if I make a good throw, the guy has a chance to get in the end zone. Yep. So it's still, it doesn't cost you here to get that one, trying to make something happen.
Yeah.
It's not the worst interception he could throw.
Nope. No.
So looks like as we mentioned, the legal block after the interception, Crimson will have it all the way back inside their own 10-yard line with just 2 seconds to go. So that'll probably conclude our half. 19-0 though. The Mustangs have been in charge, but for how the Falcons, how little they've been able to move the ball, are still in this one and got themselves a good chance as they'll take a knee to conclude our first half. As halftime small report coming right up. But Coach, that's, Crimson looks to be in charge, 19-0, but it just seems like Canyon View really has had a chance, and they could really flip the script and be right back in it as we come back.
The last few series for Canyon View, I would, if I was Coach Sawyer, I'd kind of build on that.
Yeah.
Hey, we moved the ball. We didn't get in the end zone, so there's some good things to work on there. And we kind of stopped Crimson there the last couple of times. So build on something. It's going to start from the start of the third quarter here because they have the ball coming out.
Yeah.
And there's got to be a 3 and out of some sort.
I'm
and
with
hurry
you.
and get the ball back and move the ball like they did the last couple of series. But you got to finish drives. Good teams finish drives, and you got to do it.
Yeah, the opening series when we come back for the third quarter, very important for the Falcons to start chipping away early. So it's the halftime smile report, courtesy of Dr. Ryan Gunn and All About Smiles Dentistry. A beautiful, healthy smile for life starts with the right dentist. Dr. Gunn and Smiles Dentistry provide the most comfortable, current, and affordable dental care possible at 409 South Main in Cedar City. So as you see on, if you're watching the live stream on seu.edu/SUTV Live, it's 19-0. Got about 15 minutes before the third quarter will start. We're going to take a 2-minute break and be right back.
Utah is a place to connect with loved ones, and JRI can help you ensure that connection by protecting yourself, your family, and your assets. JRI Insurance is a team of insurance specialists dedicated to providing the best possible products, pricing, and services available, including great rates for families with teens, with locations in Payson, Saratoga Springs, West Valley, and Cedar City. JRI is proud to represent Utah's insurance company, Bear River Mutual. Visit us at jriteam.com.
Rolling Rubber Tire Pros is Southern Utah's trusted choice for tires and accessories of all sizes and styles from the world's most reliable manufacturers. Don't leave the safety of your loved ones nor the security of one of your biggest investments to anyone less than the tire and automotive experts at Rolling Rubber Tire Pros. Serving Southern Utah for nearly 5 decades, Rolling Rubber Tire Pros at 256 West 200 North in Cedar City. Rally Stop, a Jenkins Oil Company, locally owned since 1976. Provides quality performance fuels, clean, well-stocked stores with variety to please the whole family, in-house restaurants, the cleanest restrooms in town, and a superior customer service experience. Come visit us at any of our Rally Stop stations from Santaquin to St. George.
Southern Utah's first radio station. Talk Radio 590 KSUB.
In our halftime small report, 19-0 Crimson. The Falcons look to be figuring things out offensively a little bit in their last couple of drives, but unable to finish them as they have been shut out through 2 quarters of play. At our crosstown school, Cedar taking on Pineview tonight. It's just 4 seconds still. They were trailing. And then also we have Desert Hills leading in their game 6-0 last in the second quarter over Dixie as well. So there's a couple of scores courtesy of Rocky Ridge Landscape Rock. And we talked about controlling the edge, Coach. Not allowing big plays for Crimson has really alluded to all 3 of their touchdowns. What else you seen tonight that the Falcons need to make an adjustment on?
Well, I think it's got to start in the line. offensive line and defensive line. You got to get pressure. You got to stop the run, giving up way too many plays. I'd like to have Jake throw. I think I'd be challenging the offensive line, defensive line. We got to be better.
Yeah.
Because I think Crimson has established that and their will, and they've really forced their will over ours. And we got to, Canyon View's got to reverse that and win the line of scrimmage. Gunner has run hard, but he's really only had the one big run that he was able to bust through the line untouched. And so I think that's what I'm going to do. And the other thing I'm going to do is the penalties have got to stop.
Yeah, they got to. Got
to stop. The false starts, the holdings, and the big ones, the illegal unsportsmanlike conducts have got to stop. And the Crimson scored that last one, and Canyon View had them. Chance to pick off the ball, didn't, and then the penalties to give them an opportunity for another chance for first down. And they took advantage of it and went down the field. So those two things, I think if Canyon View can get the line of scrimmage, figure it out on both sides of the ball, and no more penalties, very easily can get back in this ball game.
Yeah.
And again, we talked about it before we went to break. It's the start. Crimson's going to come out when they have the ball, and they got to get them off the field.
Yeah. Yeah, it starts with that up front with the line, but there's got to be bigger plays on defense. Like, you got to bust up a big tackle for a loss of a couple on a run. We got to come up with our first turnover. We had a chance, something like that. Just get momentum even more on our side.
Momentum. Gets a few turnovers. Hardly had any tackles for losses.
Yeah,
and
maybe
again,
like one.
And that's a tribute to Crimson's offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Winning those battles, winning those one-on-one battles. So Canyon View's got to win those.
Yeah, I agree. So we're about 9 minutes away before we see that second half unfold. Once again, if you want to check out our live footage and stream at seu.edu/SUTV Live, we'll have that coverage for you. And in the future, we have Pineview at home. We'll have that as well. And then after that, I believe we take on Cedar. So that'll be coverage as well, as you see on your screen. We'll be back at it next week as the Panthers will come to town. And they're another top team in the state as well. Taking care of business so far against Cedar tonight, so another tough task. And a quality Region 9 opponent that you can check out on our same coverage a week from now. So we'll take a 2-minute break and be back here in a halftime smile report.
Utah is a place to connect with loved ones, and JRI can help you ensure that connection by protecting yourself, your family, and your assets. JRI Insurance is a team of insurance specialists dedicated to providing the best possible products, pricing, and services available, including great rates for families with teens. With locations in Payson, Saratoga Springs, West Valley, and Cedar City, JRI is proud to represent Utah's insurance company, Bear River Mutual. Visit us at jriteam.com.
Rolling Rubber Tire Pros is Southern Utah's trusted choice for tires and accessories of all sizes and styles from the world's most reliable manufacturers. Don't leave the safety of your loved ones nor the security of one of your biggest investments to anyone less than the tire and automotive experts at Rolling Rubber Tire Pros. Serving Southern Utah for nearly 5 decades, Rolling Rubber Tire Pros at 256 West 200 North in Cedar City. Rally Stop, a Jenkins Oil Company, locally owned since 1976. Provides quality performance fuels, clean, well-stocked stores with variety to please the whole family, in-house restaurants, the cleanest restrooms in town, and a superior customer service experience. Come visit us at any of our Rally Stop stations from Santaquin to St. George.
Southern Utah's first radio station. Talk Radio 590 KSUB.
The Falcons going to try to creep back into the ball game here tonight, 19-0 in favor of Crimson Cliffs. Falcons yet to get a Hermes scoring drive. They'll have to get a defensive stop before a chance on offense, but Hermes is a Cedar City institution, newly remodeled, but they got the same great menu you've come to expect. Burgers, sandwiches, drinks, and delicious ice cream treats and more in the heart of town next to Main Street Park. And yeah, a big sack. We've been talking about something to get the team fired up, I think, and let Crimson know that we're going to battle our way back into this. Not much pressure been handled to Brown. Made him get outside the pocket a few times, but he's yet to be brought down as well.
Well, I was just say, you get him outside the pocket. I don't know if you want him outside the pocket.
Yeah,
he's done a great
them,
job.
huh?
Somehow you got to keep him in, make him throw the ball, and he does throw a nice ball. So, but he does a good job with his legs, and he's made some nice plays.
Yeah, and I think that was you think Canyon View had their their reps against Fry last week doing the same thing. He ate him up, getting outside the pocket. He went for big yardage. Landon Fry, quarterback for Snow Canyon last week. Kind of a similar vibe we've been getting from Tyler Brown. So see if Canyon View can make the adjustments and make a run at this thing. So we're 4 minutes away before we get started here in our homecoming game against the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. You talked about the play call they've continued to run it. They've had a good balance. I think everything that they've done as far as that has been, you can't give up on things. It's been in the right way, and it's just these guys are just going to have to execute a little bit more. I don't know if there's anything you can really say that scheme-wise you just got to come out and execute a little bit better.
Well, I think Canyon View's done a really good job on first down.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what the statistics say, but it seems to me they've done a fairly good job on first down to move the ball, get it in second and 4 after a 6-yard gain, second and 3. And, that's been the problem. And, when I watch football on Saturdays and Sundays and they show the stats, one stat I always like to look at is third down conversions.
Yeah.
And so I would say, I don't know what the stats are, but right now, Canyon View's not very good. And if you can't be 50% on third down, converting third downs, you're not going to give yourself very, very many opportunities to move the ball and score. So, especially when Canyon View gets second and 3, second and 4, they've got to keep moving the chains. And they didn't do that the first half. And I guess, you got to give Crimson Cliffs a lot of credit for that.
Well,
but Canyon View's got to figure that out.
Crimson looks like they game planned pretty well coming in this one. They knew what we like to do as far as the runs with Gunner. Those holes were closed up early. Canyon View finally looked like started to make a few adjustments to keep them a little more honest. And we'll see if that rolls over to the third quarter. As we've got the sun gone down, feels like a cooler fall night here at Canyon View High School. As your weather for tonight's game is brought to you by Elite Door and Window. Invest in home improvement that pays for itself in heating and cooling savings. See the latest in energy-efficient engineering and stylish designs at Elite Door and Window. They got a new location expanded here on North Main Street, close to Canyon View High School at 2184. We'll be back for a final 2-minute break here in the halftime Smile Report and have our third quarter coverage.
Welcome to Color Country Pediatrics.
We understand that your child is your world. That's why we provide compassionate care.
Learn more about our practice and schedule an appointment with us today.
The largest pediatric practice in town and still growing. Color Country Pediatrics offers wellness checkups, sick visits, sports physicals, and preventative care. Because we're able to provide so many services on site, like several labs, casting, stitches, IVs, and wound care, our patients can receive quality treatment from friendly faces in a familiar setting. Our friendly physicians develop long-term relationships with whole families in order to provide kids with the most comprehensive care. With a staff member on call 24 hours a day, you can have peace of mind.
We love coming here. They make us feel comfortable and they're welcoming, and we know that they care about us.
Color Country Pediatrics gives back to the community by supporting local schools, sports teams, and events. Color Country Pediatrics.
They're our world too.
Wilson Orthodontics has been Southern Utah's trusted choice for orthodontic care for over 30 years, with locations in Cedar City, Parowan, and Beaver.
Dr. Wilson is not only my orthodontist, he is my friend.
Providing child and adult orthodontic care featuring many alternatives, including clear braces, traditional braces, as well as colorful and customized brackets that express your personality and make your orthodontic experience unique.
586-8980.
Your voice, your vote. In our democracy, they matter. Make yours count. Get registered, learn the issues, and vote by or on November 3rd. Visit vote411.org. This message is furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Mikey and the Missus. I reckon it don't get any weirder than that. Only on today's hit music, B92.1.
Yeah, nobody touched him. Nobody touched him. Too well. Really, it's kind of been too easy. It's too easy.
We got technical difficulties. There was a little light going on over there between those signs.
We're back at Canyon View High School. As you can see on your screen, the CV. The CV is lit up here at Canyon View High School, and both teams have returned to the field for our second half, but the scoreboard is malfunction at the time, so we might be a few minutes before we
I
get
think
the
it's
second
just
half.
Coach Barnes' fault.
Yeah.
He can't figure it out. It's only like his 20th year doing it. He can't figure it out. And he doesn't hear me.
Yeah. So that comes back on 19-0. We know that as Canyon View is trailing, and mentioned it. Crimson will get the ball to begin our half. So we're looking for a big play, something to get the momentum in Canyon View's favor on this opening drive here. And this has been the halftime smile report by Dr. Ryan Gunn and All About Smiles Dentistry. So, well, Coach, it's been good region football, and I just got to rise up to the. At some point, you got to accept the challenge and just go get it. I think it's right there for this Falcon team to make a statement win here and take a step in the right direction. Someone's got to step up and be the leader here.
Somebody's got to make a play.
Yeah.
You know, fumble, big sack, something. It'd be nice, a little turnover, short field. But yeah, Crimson's done a really nice job. I think they've tried to take away some of the things that Canyon View likes to do, and you know, hey, that's coaching, and it's fun as a coach. It's fun to watch other coaches. I'm always, quizzing Coach Sawyer and kind of watching the other coaches, see what they're trying to do, take away things, and as a coach, we watch that, and it's fun. So it's going to be fun here to see what adjustments that Canyon View makes to be able to move the ball a little bit better, and more than anything, try to finish some drives, because they got down there a lot, moved the ball, gotten deep in their territory, and you got to finish drives.
Yeah, you do. And you can see Garrett warming up there with Miller on the sideline, waiting their chance offensively to get back on the field. I think we're just waiting for that big play. And, you'd love it to come from one of these seniors who have played well this year. We've seen Kyson Parker step up and be a leader on the line, as we've been asking the line to make the adjustments and be a little bit sharper. And Kyson Parker is a leader that can do that for this Falcon team. And 45 seconds to go. Man, a big it will take even a big tackle here on this kickoff here for the Falcons would be nice.
Well, and Canyon View's kind of struggling on special teams, so yeah, this is big right here.
So as we continue, we'll try to give you scores across the region, courtesy of Rocky Ridge Landscape Rock. Tonight we have Cedar taking on Pineview. Pineview is ahead at half by a couple of scores. Desert Hills at Dixie is 6-0 in favor of Desert Hills there.
Is it Desert Hills or Dixie?
Let's see. according to Devin Dixon, here we go, Dixie up 6-0 over Desert Hills, and then he has Snow Canyon 23-0 over Hurricane as well. Those are all your halftime scores across the region. So it's early, Coach. We saw Snow Canyon be really good. Pineview's supposed to be a top of there. You can't sleep on Cedar, Dixie, Desert Hills. It'd be kind of fun to see how this region turns out.
Yeah, no, hey, it's good football. I hope you, everybody in your communities, get out and support these young men and playing some. It's just good football, good fun football. Everybody's pretty competitive. Get out there and support. Yeah, volleyball. What else is going on? Soccer's going on.
Girls soccer's been killing
Canyon
it.
View's girls had a big win last night. 1-0 over Desert Hills. I think Desert Hills is in first place. So,
yeah.
You know what? Hey, no matter what community you're in or who you root for, get out there, support these young men and young women doing great jobs.
Absolutely. Gavin Barlow has it teed up at the 40. We're set for our second quarter, 19-0. Crimson. Barlow kicks it towards the left pylon and going to go out of bounds. It's almost like he's got a gravitational pull that way.
Well, it's kind of like last time I was on air with you. It kind of reminds me of your golf swing, you know?
Exactly. That's exactly right.
And me and Coach Hudson, we're going tomorrow morning if you would like to come and show off that swing there, McCoy.
Yeah, I might have to. Well, it's going to bring it all the way out to 35. And this Canyon View defense set to take the field here in the second half. You see Parker, Foster, and as well as Dane Hudson, the three down linemen for this Falcon
And like
team.
I said, it's going to start with those three here this second half. They got to set the tone. Good. False start.
Yeah, getting some movement coming from English and Burrows at the backer positions, drawing some early movement. Yeah, good. Come out with some energy here and start the half. You kind of saw, I didn't see it before until last week. They tried to do that kind of fake there and disguise where their blitz was coming from against Snow Canyon a little bit. Now the pass is thrown out to flat, incomplete. Maybe heard some footsteps. The intended receiver, Chase Hansen, unable to haul it in.
I get some pressure on him. Had to throw it just a hair early. Maybe the receiver wasn't quite ready, but no, it looked like he was ready, but he had to get rid of it.
Yeah, Gavin Foster right there. Put a little discomfort on Tyler Brown, the quarterback, and 2nd and 15. So I don't see a ton of high school teams use those kind of those posters there on the sideline like colleges and NFLs do, but Crimson all into that, getting their play call, signaling.
Well, I have to ask Coach Tate. Coach Tate for Crimson,
Yeah.
former Canyon View alum, doing a great job for Crimson. So happy for him. He's a good friend of mine.
You go with a run right down the middle and nothing doing. There's a good tackle for no gain, and the Falcons have forced a long third down immediately.
And that's what we've been talking about, McCoy, right there. Right there. And I think they've made a few adjustments here. I think correct me if I'm wrong, but Kyson usually just plays offensive line, and he got him out there kind of clogging up the middle.
Yeah.
So maybe he gets a few reps this second half there to help out that line.
Yeah, as Bodie Burrows brings down Creed Leonard on the previous run, resulting in a 3rd and 15 coming for the Mustangs here on their opening drive of the second half. Going to drop back to pass and going downfield towards Barton once again, and a good coverage again by Tyler Barton. He's been impressive this season. They've really tried to attack him downfield on the man-to-man coverage and nothing doing.
Good defense. Looked like it was kind of similar to the first half where they kind of threw a penalty on that play, but good defense. Tyler got challenged, accepted the challenge, and won that one.
Absolutely. So it looks like we got the 3 and out we were hoping for to begin the game. As a couple of Falcons going to go back to return. And a booming kick, maybe the best punt of the night. Going to be mishandled, and Crimson comes up with it. Trying to come up and make a run on the ball with Xander Larson, and goes through his hands, and Crimson gets it all the way at the 30 of 2 of the Falcons.
Yeah, he tried to come up, make a play. He came up hard. You kind of get yourself in no man's land there. But, yeah, you look like Canyon View had the momentum, and it's gone as soon
like
as you had it. So, but hey, you got 3 and out last time. Do it again.
Yeah, got to come up with play once again as they go to Leonard. Now has some space on the outside, a stiff arm, and he splits a couple of guys, and he's going to be gone into the end zone for a touchdown. The Falcons had him bottled up. 2 guys can't bring him down, and Mustangs capitalize on the mistake and the turnover by the Canyon View Falcons, and they go into the end zone for another touchdown.
2 guys had him right there, and he split them. So a good run there. Good run.
It was.
But tackle's got to be made.
Yeah.
But give a lot of credit to him.
No, Leonard made the play, and Canyon View didn't. 25 now with the PAT coming for Crimson Cliffs, courtesy of Webster Orthodontics. 10:50, just a minute and a half gone by as this kick is good. So it'll be 26-0. Canyon View does get the ball when we come back in 1 minute.
Carter Creek Concrete to Go is your small quantity concrete supplier. 1/4 to 2 cubic yards made according to your specs. The load mixes while you drive. When you're done, you hose out the drum and return the mixer. It's as easy as that. Buy only what you need with no mixing by hand or short load fees, and save big by doing it yourself. Carter Creek Concrete to Go at 942 North Airport Road in Cedar City. For the contractor or do-it-yourselfer, Carter Creek Concrete to Go.
The Big Picture Morning Show with Dr. T and Chris Holmes. Weekdays at 6 on News Talk 107.7 590 KSUB.
Money and got some change.
We're back at Canyon View High School. Kickoff fielded inside the 5. Working back up the middle field is Cody Callison. Couple of jabs. Gets upfield around the 25, and the Canyon View will start from there on offense. And, man, Kosher had the 3 now. Forced him to punt, turnover, and Crimson capitalized. They scored on the opening drive, and felt like Canyon View built momentum, and then just like that, switched.
They did what good teams do. Take a turnover, make you pay.
Yeah.
So, hey, a lot of ball game left. Anxious to see what happens here on this drive.
Here we go. We're in the third quarter. 10:43, 26-0 Crimson. The handoff gets through the line and into the linebackers for 3. Goes Gunnar Hatch on first down.
Hatch with the carry, brought down by number 33, Jackson Griffiths.
Comes across the body of Garrett to receive the handoff to the right side. And, yeah, 3 yards for Gunnar. The 2nd and 7. The Falcons got to be better on second down than they were in the first half. They go to flat, and it's going to be short. The long pass out there to Callison, who wasn't coming to the ball either, but slightly underthrown. Tried to do a little screen.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Either Cody's got to come a little bit more. I think he got to come in there and run towards the ball, and I think Jake's got to step into a little bit more also. But big third down here.
3rd and 7. Garrett going to drop back to pass. Looks left, now back to the right, and has a man caught. Going down. Making a reception before getting to the turf is Tyler Main. Right across the middle of the field near the 40.
Wow, nice catch. And a nice throw, too. He threw it to where he can only get it. And good catch by Tyler. And, hey, you move the chains. So get some confidence, get some momentum here, and keep getting first downs.
We'll hand off to Gunnar. And he kind of fights through initial tackle and picks up a couple. Yes, he's had a little more room to work up front, but then these linebackers have made big hits.
That linebacker did a nice job. He just held his ground and saw Gunnar coming, and they just hit.
Go back on the ground. He's going to be spun around. There's Gunnar. Flag comes flying in. 3 more for Hatch out to the 45. Penalty flag comes in at the initial point of contact.
Yeah, it looked like a face mask again, I think.
Yeah, he got spun around like that. Hard to tell even on our screen here, but I didn't see much else that it could have been.
The last time I guessed wrong.
There There you go. Right, 50%. You know, be a Hall of Famer in baseball with that average.
Oh, you'd be better than that if you were 50%.
You'd be the greatest ever.
Speaking of, how are your Yankees doing?
Hey, Coach, we got.
You guys aren't going to make the playoffs, and they expanded the playoffs. Come
swept the doubleheader today. We're doing good. We're back on track.
Well, you played the Orioles, so that's.
Hey, they're fighting for a playoff spot.
That is true. They're
better than expected.
So they've done a nice job.
And they go back to Gunner, who's done a nice job running on this drive. 6 yards. 2nd and 4. Into Crimson territory after the penalty in this run at the 44. Canyon View's got to come up with a score here for their first Army scoring drive. Garrett with a little bit of a hard count. Almost got some movement, but now know where the blitz is coming from. They go back on the ground to Hatch. And he's going to fight for that first down. 5 more.
You know, McCoy, I just love Gunnar Hatch. My goodness. Yeah. Just runs hard. Runs hard every play. He's reliable. I don't want to jinx him, but he doesn't put the ball on the ground. He does a nice job. Now
maybe a little confusion there as Gabe Lake come in to spell Hatch for a moment. And Garrett was trying to give it to him, not ready for it, so trying to roll it to the right and just wisely throws it over the receiver in the area out of bounds, and basically a broken play there.
Yeah, broken play. It looked like the running back was supposed to get the ball, and, you know, Gabe, new guy coming in, and they need to figure that out. Hey, we're down 26. You can't give up plays like that.
Yeah, Lake stays in. Now he gets a carry. Good burst of speed again, but right there for the tackle, Panusua.
And he's been everywhere tonight.
Yeah, he's a great player. It'll bring up 3rd and looks like 9 yards to go for the Falcons, and Hatch comes back in. Have you had to see Gunner get any receptions coming from the backfield?
I was just thinking the same thing, McCoy. I'd love to see him get some balls out in the flat and see what he can do out there.
They spread him out, doubles the look here. Is Garrett going to drop back to pass? Hatch stays in for protection, and it's a great pass caught by Tyler Main, trying to make some moves. Gets downfield inside the 10. Great job by Tyler going up and catching it, leaving his feet just a little bit as well.
Nice throw by Jake. Look at that. Just get right over the linebackers, give some room for Tyler to run the ball, and he gets tackled hard and hangs on.
Yeah, I'd love to see him be able to catch that and continue upfield, not breaking a stride. They go to Gunner. Flag comes in. And Hatch picks up a few. They didn't stop the play from going, but it was right at the snap the flag come in. And look who it is again making the tackle for Crimson.
He's a nice football player. He's fun to watch.
Maybe too many men on the field.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
Yeah, illegal substitution, so good.
We have an illegal participation call against the Mustangs.
So here in the third quarter, 7:49, Canyon View trailing 26-0. They got to get on the board and get an answer after Crimson scored on their first opportunity of the half. And we have our timeout taken as after the penalty. It looks like we might have a 1st and goal around the 3 coming for Canyon View. Coach Tate will take one. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Only $5 pizza gives you a large, freshly baked one-topping pizza or a medium made-to-order supreme pizza for just $5. And don't forget the breadsticks, specialty salads, chicken wings, and more, all at a great price. And now $5 Pizza offers 2 locations to serve you, in the Providence Center and now on North Main Street across from Canyon View Middle. Both locations offering the best pizza value in Cedar City. 865-9600, 865-9600.
Marty Lane and Aaron E. Allen, 5 to 10 a.m. Check. 12 new country songs in a row all day. Check. 107.3 and 94.9. New country, 12 in a row.
All right.
Thing is, we're not negative at all. It maybe claims that as
First and goal for the Falcons on the 3-yard line.
Welcome back. Canyon View High School Falcons looking to punch in their first score. 1st and goal from the 3. As both teams have returned after the Color Country Pediatrics timeout. Garrett from the gun, getting handed off to Gunner, goes to the left side, escapes the tackle from behind, still spinning. He'll get about halfway towards the goal line. But, man, he's fighting through 4 or 5 Mustangs on that
Yeah,
one.
that was he didn't have much of a chance there. Again, Zach Andrus from his linebacker position came through, and he kind of cleaned it up.
Yeah.
The first guy hit him, and Gunner kind of got through, and then he kind of cleaned it up.
Go back to Gunner, up through the middle, broke through initial pressure, but he's just short again. He creeped a little bit closer, it looked like, but going to bring up 3rd and goal as Mustangs have really tightened it up here on the goal line.
Yeah, they're trying to bust it up the middle, and there's nothing there. Might have to just kind of maybe get outside a little bit. I don't know, but they're really clogging up the middle.
Yeah, we'll see. The Falcons have not been shy of passing in this situation as well.
And I'd probably look for it right here.
Garrett spreading his guys out, getting them organized here for 3rd and goal at the 3. I think it's just inside the 3 after a couple carries by Gunner. 6:30 though in the 3rd. Clock has been ticking. He is going to pass. And it's open, and a touchdown, Tyler Main. There's that slant we talked about. And Tyler Main, that's the guy I'd go to. He's been leading receiver on the team this year, and it's been trusty hands as well.
Well, good route. I mean, it's tough when the guy's sitting right in front of you, and you got to juke him one way, and he made a good route, and the throw was perfect.
It was. So the Falcons get on the board. The first Hermes scoring drive, 26-6. You have to continue to make things happen, though, as they still trail by a few scores. And we have our first PAT attempt. Looks like, I don't know if Barlow's been out or not. And the kick is going to be good, lefty kicker. And I think that is, looks like it might be Jake Tom. Let's see.
35?
I don't know. Not sure, but Barlow, yeah. He must maybe slightly injured or something. He hasn't been kicking as often tonight, or else giving someone else a chance, but the kick was good.
Maybe
good.
Sorry, we got to figure out who that was, but maybe he won the job this week. Well, that was a great drive by Canyon View. The disappointing thing was it needed to be
after a stop.
After Canyon View stopped them, and then unfortunately, Canyon View turned it over. It needed to be that one, but they answered the bell. They answered their score, so a real nice job there.
All right, I just think that's what they were working towards, is they were moving in the right direction to close the half. Maybe figured some things out offensively, see if they can put some scores together and chip away. So Barlow with kind of a pooch kick, fielded inside the 20 and working down the middle, spinning away from a tackler. And going to be brought down. Chase Hansen on the return, but he gets out across the 30. He didn't have far to go. He's fielded around the 20. I don't know if it was a missed kick. Yeah, Barlow, he's limping off after that one, so maybe, I don't know if he's been in a little discomfort this week.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs on the 33.
All right, so here we go. Canyon View forced a 3 and out, and then had a punt, and then the punt didn't go the Falcon way and allowed a score after that. But they go out to the flat again, trying to get the edge, and it's going to get away from a tackler. Once again, open field tackling has been an issue for the Falcons over the last couple weeks. Higgins with reception and going to move the chains.
Just a short little pitch and catch, and Canyon View's got to make the tackle.
Looked like Holden Miller was the man working on the outside there defensively. So out across the 45 goes Crimson and a fresh set of downs. And they'll get handed off right down the middle into the big pile. It's going to be pushed in favor of Crimson for 6 yards. Look, should have been stopped for 2. The pile just kept moving.
Good drive by them. Good drive by the line. Makes play calling a little bit easier when it's 2nd and 6 or 2nd and 5.
I mean, that was just Leonard and Parker Andrus The only ones moving that pile on 4 or 5 Canyon View Falcons.
Is Parker Andrews out there?
Yeah.
He's a freshman kid, plays lots of baseball. He's good.
Go back to Leonard. Again, just a nice lateral movement to get to the hole and breaks through some arm tackles. And all the way down to the Canyon View 29-yard line. Another nice stiff arm he applied as well on the Falcons, Gabe Lake.
A 19-yard carry for Leonard.
At some point, Canyon View can't allow too many more points tonight. Trailing 26-7 and a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Canyon View trying to come up with the Carter Creek Concrete go defensive stop. High throw, snagged and brought down for about 8 or 9 yards. Nice catch. Looked like it might have gone over the head of the intended receiver. Brown really put some zip on that one.
Real nice catch. Man, put it high, went up and just snagged it.
Right at the 20, they mark it for 2nd and 1 coming. Now under 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Higgins on the last catch, and he comes over to join the trips to the left. We're going to go for a pass again. This one's a screen to Leonard, and he just breaks through another tackle. Just a stiff arm, keeps the legs churning, and inside the 5 for Leonard. It would have been a positive game, but could have been tackled for just 4 or 5. As you see right here, just breaking through another tackle. And then finally someone gets low on him.
Yeah, good call. We haven't seen that all night. Little screen pass, and Leonard's impressive. He's a strong runner, breaking tackles.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, the senior listed at 5'10", has been strong for the Crimson Cliff football team tonight, as he's going to get the call once again, trying to bounce to the left as his hole is plugged out, and this is going to go for loss. Tommy English there to haul him to the ground for about 3 yards of a negative gain.
We tried to bounce it outside, and we had some guys there, and a whole bunch of the guys came behind Tommy to finish off the job.
Yeah, McMullen, one of the guys in there to finish the tackle. Back out to the 9 now, 2nd, and looks to be goal. Looking to that trips to the left, he's going to pass there. Popped up in the air, and that looks to be intercepted. See, the Falcons come down with it, and they do in the end zone for a touchback. Huge break Canyon View needed in their first turnover tonight. Just bounced off of the hands of the intended receiver, Packer Butler, and went right in the breadbasket of Tyler Barton.
Well, and that's something Canyon View needed.
Yeah, bad.
You know, Crimson just drove it again right down the field, but Canyon View needed that, and right here, they got to answer.
Yep. Yeah, it'd be a huge swing if Canyon View can march down the field. They'll work from the 20 after the touchback. Garrett pulls it away from Hatch and goes for a pass on the outside edge. Look to go back to Tyler Main, and that might have been Main's first drop tonight. Looked to be a good pass from Garrett.
Real good long pass. Kind of just a little out of his reach, but it gets back to the old saying, hit your hands.
Yeah, touchable, catchable.
Got to catch it, but can't complain too much. Tyler's done a really nice job tonight.
Garrett goes to gunner, makes the first down miss, now gets the edge. A block from Kelson. Oh, maybe the turf monster got him. His gunner tripped up, and just 3 yards there. Turf monster reached out and got him.
You like that guy when you need him, but not right there.
A couple of nice moves as well by Hatch. Out in some open space for just the limited times that's happened tonight. Garrett's going to pass, and across the middle, the referee put his hands up, didn't want to get hit in the face. He almost hauled in the catch.
Well, he was an offensive lineman back in the day, so yeah. They don't catch the ball real well. Well, hey, and all joking aside, Canyon View had 2 guys right there.
Yeah.
Somebody ran the wrong route. 2 guys were sitting right there, and nobody was really ready for the ball.
Look, Canyon View going to be forced to punt after they forced their first turnover, not able to pick up a first down at all. See if they can flip the field somewhat here on this punt. There's two men waiting for Crimson on the return. A line drive just off away from a hand, almost deflected. Chase Hansen makes a man miss. Still trying to dance a little bit, and he's only going to have about a yard or two return after he made a few guys miss. Looked pretty, but didn't go anywhere. Right there, Tommy English not able to break down and make the play, but Hansen really went nowhere anyway.
Yeah, you got to break down. Break down a little bit and make the tackle, but fortunately it didn't hurt the Falcons.
26-7, 2:26 on the clock here in the third quarter. Back to work goes the Canyon View defense as Crimson works just shy of the 50 at the 47-yard line on the right hash, so they'll go trips to the left. And Tyler Brown working from the gun as he has all night. Gets the snap, looking towards the left, feels some pressure, going to come back to the right. Man beat Jake Tom after kind of scrambling after the initial route, and Davin Adams with a huge catch inside the red zone.
What a nice job by the quarterback there, Brown. I mean, he looked one way, came back the other way, put it right on, right where it needed to be.
Yeah, it was.
That's fun to watch. You know, it's fun to watch good quarterback play. Look left, look right, buy some time.
It's kind of a scramble drill there by Adams, making the most out of it. And, yeah, it's 1st and 10. At the edge of the red zone, another completion. Drew Bay with a stiff arm afterwards. And he's going to pick up a few more, 10 more yards.
Just a little pitch and catch. Pretty simple.
Floyd brings him down. But Drew Bay able to wrestle him downfield with him.
You know, Easton Drew Bay for Crimson Cliffs. His dad was a great football player, baseball player at Delta. Played here at SUU, played baseball at SUU.
And 1st and goal, a run right up the middle, stuffed by the Falcons. But again, with the opportunity of 2nd and goal, right back to where Crimson was just a couple minutes ago. They threw the interception, but they find themselves with another opportunity to score immediately. So clock ticks at 1:05, just maybe a couple more plays before the end of the third quarter. 8-yard line and 2nd and goal. Crimson with a little mini huddle. Gets to the line of scrimmage. They send a man in motion, bring him into the tight end spot. Going to go with the handoff once again, and Leonard. And that just that slight option there between the quarterback. He hasn't pulled it once, but it seems like it's just opening up holes, and then he gives it to Leonard when he sees somewhere for him to work with.
You know, give credit to the guys up front. They're creating good holes, and quarterback's making good reads. And like you just said it, he hasn't pulled it at all.
Not once.
And so, but you don't have to when you're making big holes like that. So, number 7, man, he's running hard.
Yeah, Creed Leonard had himself a really nice game. His Webster Orthodontics PAT attempt. The snap was low, picked up off the turf, and still able to knock it through the uprights for a successful attempt. And now 33-7, as we'll take a minute break. So we have a flag come in. We'll talk about it and see how they assess it when we come right back.
Utah is a place to connect with loved ones, and JRI can help you ensure that connection by protecting yourself, your family, and your assets. JRI Insurance is a team of insurance specialists dedicated to providing the best possible products, pricing, and services available, including great rates for families with teens. With locations in Payson, Saratoga Springs, West Valley, and Cedar City, JRI is proud to represent Utah's insurance company, Bear River Mutual. Visit us at jriteam.com.
So as we're back here at Canyon View High School, the the penalty is going to be assessed out in the kickoff here. 5 yards against the Falcons. They'll kick from the 45. We'll see. It'll be close to the leg on the kicker for the Mustangs if Ryan Woolley can get it into the end zone or not. Low kick. He's going to let it hop, and now it's going to be fielded by the Falcons. And trying to come back to the left side as there's nobody there blocking, and not even able to get to the 20 this time for the Falcons.
Yeah, no room to run there. Somehow, some way, you got to slow those guys down a little bit.
So Falcons haven't had a good field position. I mean, it's not the worst, and it's probably close to average where some teams start after a kickoff, but they've been deep in their own side about every drive.
All game. They have had to go 80 yards.
Yes, Garrett's going to throw into some traffic along the sideline. Spinning away from him is Jake Tom. He made the catch. Tiptoeing that sideline, able to get near the 40. So good pass as the coverage was fairly tight, and Tom immediately spins toward the sideline and upfield to get some extra. So 1st and 10 will be marked at the 36. Garrett going to roll out to his left on this pass attempt as they flood that side, and it's picked off. Great play by the defensive back to intercept that one, but Garrett for the first time didn't really put that touch on it. He does try to zip it to the secondary defender, and it was picked off as number 24.
Yeah, he came off his guy, who was a little bit deep, and I don't think Jake saw him. Great play.
Yeah, I think Jake was trying to throw the guy who was open, but just threw too low of a pass.
Well, and two, there were two Canyon View guys are too close.
Yeah.
Too close. So it makes it easy to come off your guy.
Yeah, you got to.
So I would say somebody's not in the right place.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Is that same run, and now another stiff arm. Drew Bay. These Mustang runners have made some nice moves. They like to use the stiff arm as well.
Hey, Drew Bay, he's 5'11", but he's 145 maybe. He 150. He ain't very big, and he's bringing it.
Yeah, exactly. Laid a nice one on Braden Floyd there, who was right there. Did what he was supposed to, just get a little lowered and get away from that stiff arm potentially, as we have a timeout taken on the field with 2nd and 7 coming for Crimson Cliffs. I believe that's actually the end of the third quarter. 33-7 Crimson, and they have the ball driving once again. Be back in a minute.
For lunch, dinner, or after the game, Brad's Food Hut is the place to please the entire party. From Bronco burgers to fish and chips to sandwiches, salads, or specialty sides to delicious ice cream desserts or thirst-quenching drinks, Brad's has the menu to satisfy everyone's appetite. Serving Cedar City for nearly 4 decades, Brad's has become Cedar City's favorite stop. Call ahead and your order can be ready. Dine in or take out at 546 North Main Street, Brad's Food Hut, where everyone leaves happy.
Your voice, your vote. In our democracy, they matter. Make yours count. Get registered, learn the issues, and vote by or on November 3rd. Visit vote411.org. This message is furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
The radio home for the SUU T-Birds. Talk Radio 590, KSUB.
Then they got to.
No, we're good. Will you get in charge here? Seriously.
Welcome back, Canyon View High School. Flip the sides of the field and a run for Crimson. Look to go for a loss.
Case Curtis, number 13, with the tackle there.
So 3rd and close to 7 yards here for Crimson. As Brown surveys the defense. Now snaps the ball. And now the Falcons have got some pressure there on that. Almost got a deflection on that handoff. As actually Chase Hansen has come in at quarterback for the Mustangs, and it goes to Drew Bay for maybe a yard. So Hansen checked in here at QB. He's a junior. You've seen him at receiver as well tonight and played a little defense. So 4th down, offense stays on the field for the Mustangs. And rolling out to the left is Hansen into space, and they're going to have the first down and more. There's nobody really there to find the tight end Messenger.
Hey, nice little play. Send the 2 outside guys deep, bring the tight end underneath, and nobody's there. Nice play design by Crimson for a good gain on 4th down.
Please check to see if you're missing a phone. If you are,
So they get inside the 20 after the completion. The 1st and 10 from the 18 as we're in the 4th quarter. And 10:20 to play is all. Canyon View with just the 1 score tonight. 33-7, Crimson send a man in motion. They're going to hand it off right up the middle, and almost getting through is Drew Bay. He almost snuck through, and he would have been into the end zone. See here on replay, just barely bottled up around the waist before breaking through all the traffic. It'll be 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4.
They'll hand it off again to Drew Bay. He runs into maybe his own guy trying to make a block for him. Nothing doing. Will bring up 3rd and 4.
Stopped at the line by a cast of Falcons.
Good job there. Couple guys breaking through the line.
You know, it's Dane Hudson, the initial contact, and bringing him down for a really minimal gain. Falcons got to find a way to get off the field here, though. Just need to not allow it another 1st down, really, because the clock is just continuing to roll as well. 9 minutes to go in this one. And he does pull it for the first time. Tries to lunge forward, and it's going to be close to that 1st down marker. He probably has it. It's Chase Hansen. So he's maybe a little more willing to keep the ball himself than Tyler Brown has been tonight.
1st and goal for the Mustangs.
It does move the sticks. It'll be a 1st and goal from the 7 now, as the clock has just continued to be eaten up by the Mustangs here as they've been successful just running the ball in this drive.
Just doing what they want to do. Just handing it off, milking the clock, and getting 1st downs.
So another handoff to Drew Bay. He's done a nice job as he's going down, just reaching out to pick up another yard or 2.
And again, I know I said it earlier, he is not a very big kid, and he went into that line and he laid the hammer on those guys.
He gets to the 5 for a 2nd and goal. 8 minutes to go now. Hansen, you can't even tell any sort of difference between him and Brown. He obviously hasn't thrown a lot, but he's made a couple completions. Yep. He can run it as well, so they got a nice couple of guys to work from the quarterback position.
Well, what I like about it, McCoy, you kind of assume Brown being the sophomore.
Yeah.
And Hansen here being the junior. It looked like, you're just kind of assuming now because I really don't know, but that the sophomore beat out the junior to be the starting quarterback for Crimson. But what does Hansen do? He moves to receiver, and he did a nice job at receiver, and now he's getting some work here. So, again, I don't know the whole situation, but I'm assuming that is, and you need to give him a lot of credit.
Oh, he's been a part of about everything tonight. He's going to throw a touchdown pass here. A wide open guy, Gunnar Orr, in the end zone for another touchdown for this Crimson Cliffs team, and they're putting on a great display of just being slightly ahead of the Canyon Falcons, probably every aspect tonight.
They've done a great job mixing up the play calls, positive yardage on on the majority of the plays, and when you're ahead of the sticks, it's makes it so much easier to call plays, and you get the defense on their heels. It just makes it tough, and they've done a great job tonight with that.
Webster Orthodontics extra point successful. We're 40-7 now. 7:07 left in this one. We'll be back in 1 minute.
I am your favorite DQ Treats. And when you exit the drive-thru with a minivan full of me and a rear-view mirror obstructed by DQ soft serve, your kids will know that you know how to party. Party over here. Party over there. Party everywhere.
With 2 Cedar City locations to serve you on South Main Street and in the Color Country Chevron near the 200 North Interchange.
Because I'm not fast food. I am fan food.
KREC, Bryan Head and Cedar City at 98.1. St. George at 98.5. Southern Utah's Variety Station, Star 98, a product of Cherry Creek Media.
Canyon View waiting to get the ball back after Crimson scored and makes it 40-7 on the State Bacon Southern Utah scoreboard. We're in the 4th quarter, courtesy of Midtown Tire and Auto. As the kickoff will be fielded by the Falcons. Callison up the right side. Escapes one man. He's going to be held by his jersey from behind and just spun out of bounds across the 25. So Midtown Tire and Auto 4th quarter. Regular service extends the life of your vehicle and gives you better performance and fuel efficiency. Manufacturer recommended maintenance with Midtown is the best way to avoid costly and inconvenient breakdowns at 433 South Main. So another drive here for Canyon View. Is just 7 minutes left in this one. Not much time to go, but you got to find ways just to be a little bit sharper, but it looks like Holden Miller going to get a chance at quarterback on this one. He'll just give it up to Gunner.
Well, I think that's a smart move. Jake banged up last week.
Yeah.
7 minutes left. Give Holden a chance to get out here and get a little experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Gunner picks up a few on that first down carry. And now he works from the right side of Miller, who sets up out of the gun. Same play, go back to Gunner, but a huge hole to work with. Lowers his hat. Somebody in the secondary, and they're going to say the ball come loose. And it is a fumble and recovered by the Mustangs. So Canyon View just, after not really being sharp in the first half, is slowly gone the wrong direction, if you will, here in the second half.
Yeah, a couple turnovers, big turnovers there. Gunner looked like he got stripped as he was going down.
Yeah, it's tough.
3 or 4 Crimson guys right there, trying to get the ball out. And it's kind of just hasn't been the Falcons' night tonight.
It has not. So Crimson will get it back, and they're going to try to go for another score. They'll hand it off on first down. They probably would love to just continue down the field and see if they can expire our clock with just 6:09 after the first down carry goes for a yard. So Crimson, they were just 1-2. They got a Week 1 win against Manti 2015, but then they just had 1 touchdown between their game against Lehigh and Cedar, so kind of broke out here in this one and put things together, trying to get back to 500 on the season. If they can wrap this one up here, just 5:35 to go. Now they snap it. Have a delayed give once again, but Canyon View bottles it up. They've done a better job at that in the last drive or so.
Stop for a loss by number 52, Cooper McMullen and company.
And maybe some secondary guys getting some carries as well for Crimson.
3rd down and 11.
It's Gavin Yardley, the junior, with the carry for Crimson. Let's get tackled behind the stick, so 3rd and 11 coming. And they'll pass Hansen. It's another easy pass for him, and he completes it once again to Cole Palmer, the senior, and another flag comes in. And, you don't want to say it this way, but honestly, it doesn't surprise you, does it, Coach, when it comes in? It's like, man, we got to find a way to get rid of this habit.
Yeah, it looks like he's going against the Falcons, and it was away from the ball, it looked like. No, it is from the –
okay.
It was
another one.
Well, yeah, so did I, to be honest with you. It was away from the ball, so you kind of assume it was some extracurricular activities and stuff like that. So no, that's a good job there.
So they will decline the penalty, which results in a 4th down. And it looks like Crimson will punt it away on the Canyon View side at the 44. So Canyon View sends out their punt return staff, and Galson's taken over on some of these returns tonight as he sets up shop as the deep returner. Kind of a line driving kick angling towards the sideline. He kind of just sits right there at the 20 where it lands, and will be down by the Mustangs. Jackson Ritchie getting down, and another penalty flag. This officials got to get some of the airtime themselves. We'll stop us at 4:34 here in the Midtown Tire and Auto 4th quarter.
Stay after for a minute, help them roll the flags. We appreciate your help. After the game, just go up to the flags.
And it goes against the Falcons.
They have an illegal block against Canyon View.
So they're marching back from, was down to around the 24. Legal block was the flag. And they'll march it back. Let's see, we go inside the 10. So once again, a long way to go for this Falcon offense, man.
It's been like that all night.
Yeah.
Long fields.
It's tough. Go to Gunner. He has room to work with once again into the secondary as he spins away, and he holds on to this one as he's brought down to the turf around the 30.
A nice run by Gunner.
Oh,
I
he
know
just
the
goes all
scores,
game too, doesn't he?
You know, kind of out of reach here, but Gunner's still just playing 100% and running hard.
Yeah, I love the way Gunner plays the game. He's going to get another carry, works off the right side. Again, some space to work with. Keeps the legs churning. Out across close to midfield. Brought down finally by Joshua West, number 21.
Yeah, just bounced it outside right there. Good blocking on the edge.
An injured Falcon, Kyson Parker, just down for a second and walks off on his own power.
That's one guy Canyon View can't afford to lose.
Well, we're heard you kind of talking about it off the air, but he's done a great job, but he's been doubled. They've run a lot of schemes against him because he's the guy that really can do the damage.
Yeah, it seems like he'll get in there defensive line a little bit, but it seemed like the second half they put him out there a little more often, and he was getting double teamed. It looked like he was kind of stuffing the run a little bit there up the middle, and then I think Crimson made a little adjustment, try to bounce, let's get outside a little bit, and so Kyson's I love Kyson. He's in my advisory group, so I've been with him for 4 years, and just love everything about him. His hard work in the classroom, and he's really worked hard off the field here for football and the weight room, and just expect big things from him for years to come.
All right, so after we just had a Color Country Pediatrics timeout taken on the field as both teams return with 4:09 here in the 4th quarter. 40-7, Crimson has been just seems they've been in control. They've limited the Falcons tonight in every part of the game, but Canyon View trying to get down the field and get another score here as Gunner Hatch has just been able to pick up quality gain after quality gain. And
Crimson's got their second and third stringers in there too.
Yeah.
And but Gunner's just getting after him right here.
He'll come off for a breather. Gabe Lake checks in for the Falcon offense. 2nd and 5 yards coming for Canyon View. They'll go to Lake up the middle. He's got some room to work with as well. He's just shy of the first down marker.
Run by number 32, Gabe Lake.
I'd like to see him try to get Lake something on the edge. He's got a good burst of speed. Gunner, love the way he runs in traffic, but Lake, he's got maybe a little better top speed. It'll be Holden Miller dropping back to pass, rolling to his left, and a completion there. Looked to be to McIntosh for a first down.
A nice throw, tough throw. You know, you're rolling the opposite direction there to his left. He's right-handed, squares up his shoulders, and put the ball right where it needs to be.
Excuse me, that was McAllister. I don't know why I said McIntosh. Michael McAllister with the reception to get a Cedar City upholstery first down for the Canyon View Falcons, and Miller's first completion. They'll go back on the ground. Great job following blocks there. There's someone else getting a carry there, 39 for the Canyon View Falcons, Henry Paluca. So Paluca stays in alongside Miller for a 2nd and 3. Just under 2.5 minutes now in the ball game. Miller pulls the handoff, going to throw a slant, but the receiver was working downfield instead, almost intercepted because of the miscommunication. Falls incomplete.
Well, it was there. The slant was wide open. But yeah, a little miscommunication there by Holden and the receiver.
Trying to go to the sophomore Cooper Malcolm. He stays in to work the right side. Go back on the ground to Paluca's. It's 3rd and 3. That will bring up 4th down now. So 4th and 3 yards to go. And the offense obviously going to stay here. So now getting close to under 2 minutes to play. See if the Miller tries to throw it here on 4th. He looks like he will. He's going to roll to his right. Nobody really wide open. He's just going to throw it anyway, and it's going to be picked off by McDonald. Dade McDonald with an interception. And that'll probably do it for tonight's game after really just good coverage by Mustangs. Nobody to throw it to there.
There was really nobody to throw it to. The receivers kind of ran out of room over there as the quarterback was rolling out to the right.
So, yeah, just it's been a crisp game from Crimson. They've won the turnover battle, penalty yardage. Been able to run the ball, pass it just enough. Been better on special teams, you name it, and it's resulted in a 40-7 lead as they'll try to expire our clock with a handoff here on 1st down. They'll be wrapped up, and whistle is blown as forward progress was stopped. He just got the line of scrimmage, didn't know where to go there.
Nowhere to run, yeah.
Nothing doing. Nicholas Baum, junior, getting a carry. Loss of 1. Don't get much easier, Coach. Next week, Pineview Panthers, they're ranked number 4 currently in 4A. So
no easy weeks in Region 9. It doesn't matter what sport you're playing. No easy weeks. And you got to bring your game every week.
Baum with another carry for 11 or 12 to move the chains, and should be able to let the clock roll now from here after picking up a 1st down. So we're under a minute. So yeah, Panthers come into town, and Crimson will be back at their home field against the Hurricane Tigers a week from now. Baum just with another carry again as Hansen gives it up. He'll pick up a couple, get to midfield. And wouldn't have to run another play unless they want to here, as our clock will run out. So 40-7, Crimson's going to win this one, and we got our wrap-up report courtesy of JRI Insurance, 5-Buck Pizza, and Brad's Food Hut coming up, as we also look ahead courtesy of Pioneer Flooring and Design Center, and check in on the other games around the region tonight. But yeah, it's just feel like Crimson Cliffs was in charge from the very get-go.
Well, I don't think there's much else to say, McCoy.
Yeah.
They came out and dominated all aspects. They controlled the line of scrimmage right from the start. They forced their will upon Canyon View, and to be honest with you, it really wasn't that close.
No. So we'll take a 2-minute break, wrap things up, and we come back here at Canyon View High School, 40-7, Crimson Cliffs is a winner. I felt like we got more dominant tonight than we did last week.
Yeah, I agree.
Utah is a place to connect with loved ones, and JRI can help you ensure that connection by protecting yourself, your family, and your assets. JRI Insurance is a team of insurance specialists dedicated to providing the best possible products, pricing, and services available, including great rates for families with teens, with locations in Payson, Saratoga Springs, West Valley, and Cedar City. JRI is proud to represent Utah's insurance company, Bear River Mutual. Visit us at jriteam.com.
Rolling Rubber Tire Pros is Southern Utah's trusted choice for tires and accessories of all sizes and styles from the world's most reliable manufacturers. Don't leave the safety of your loved ones nor the security of one of your biggest investments to anyone less than the tire and automotive experts at Rolling Rubber Tire Pros. Serving Southern Utah for nearly 5 decades, Rolling Rubber Tire Pros at 256 West 200 North in Cedar City. Rally Stop, a Jenkins Oil Company, locally owned since 1976. Provides quality performance fuels, clean, well-stocked stores with variety to please the whole family, in-house restaurants, the cleanest restrooms in town, and a superior customer service experience. Come visit us at any of our Rally Stop stations from Santaquin to St. George.
All right, Coach Jacobson, McCoy Johnson with you here as we close things in our post-game recap. The Falcons fall to the Mustangs 40-7 here on homecoming week, and the Canyon View Falcons will go to 3-2 on the season and 2-2 for the Mustangs. And yeah, Coach, I thought we were going to see a fight from this team and a change of pace when we come out from halftime, get a 3-and-out. But then probably the worst thing that could have happened after that was a turnover and a touchdown immediately.
Worst thing. The defense did their job, and turnovers. It's part of the game, and Crimson did what they had to do, and they really a couple of mistakes. They took them to scores.
Yeah. So Canyon View will move on to face Pineview next week at home, and Crimson will play Hurricane. And that's your look ahead, courtesy of Pioneer Flooring and Design Center. If new flooring is in your future, drop by Pioneer. They're in the Providence Center next to Wingers. And as you can see, we'll have the coverage just like we did with the live stream next week. Pineview coming to town on SU.edu/SUTV Live. And, of course, you can listen at 94.9 Kicking Country. And so look at some of our scores as Cedar is going to fall to that Pineview team. Canyon View will take you on a week from now as they're 55-21. Panthers over Cedar, 2.5 to go.
As much as I'm surprised about this game, I'm kind of surprised at the score about that game too.
Yeah, so we have that, and Dixie takes care of the Thunder 13-0, shutting down Desert Hills. So, and Hurricane is at Snow Canyon, and Snow Canyon was in charge of that one as well. But yeah, this Crimson team, I didn't watch and be like, oh man, they have a couple guys that are just phenomenal, or they do things superb, but they didn't do anything bad tonight, I thought.
We kind of talked about it throughout the broadcast and throughout the game that they stayed ahead of the sticks. They gave themselves good, manageable first downs. They ran the ball Really good. I know you talked about early that they hadn't run the ball very good in their games, and today against Canyon View, they ran it great.
Yes.
Now, does that have to do with the? I know they played Lehigh, a 5A team, but they controlled the line of scrimmage, and that's what it all came down to tonight. They controlled the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, and they ran it well. We ran it well, sporadically.
Yeah, just not consistent.
But not consistently, and I really think it came down to us, Canyon View, to not converting on third downs, and we didn't have a lot of third downs either.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to convert on third down, keep the ball in your hands, and keep moving the ball. And but no, I was really impressed with Crimson. Be interested to see how they finish up. Who do they have next week?
Yeah, they got Hurricane. So
they got Hurricane next week.
That one.
They probably want a little revenge. I think Hurricane was their only win was against Crimson last year, so that should be a good battle.
Yeah, it will be. And this is one thing I'm just disappointed in is the inability to move the ball. Really, the offense tonight. I thought they would be able to score at a better rate and pick up yards, but it just didn't happen tonight for this Falcon team. So this has been the wrap-up report courtesy of JRI Insurance, your hometown partners for auto, home, and business coverage, committed to providing you with the very best products and the very best service. And $5 Pizza, they got dine-in, takeout, and delivery options with 2 Cedar City locations in the Providence Center and on North Main Street. And Brad's Food Hut with the menu to please everyone at Cedar City's favorite place to hang out. So, well, Coach, appreciate you doing this with me, and hope if Canyon can just move on and start playing better football.
Oh, thanks for the invite. Love doing it. It's awful fun. You do a great job. Hey, you just move on, right? As a coach, no matter what sport it is, you want to see. I want to see how we bounce back. I know they're disappointed. Yeah. I thought they'd play a little bit better tonight. I know the coaches and the players did, but you move on, and anxious to see how we come in next week against obviously a really, really good Pineview who just beat a really good Cedar team. So you lick your wounds for the tonight. Hopefully the kids go out and enjoy themselves as much as they can and stay safe with homecoming and all that type of stuff, and get back at it on Monday and regroup and be ready for the Panthers.
All right, we'll be back in a week from now. My thanks to the guys at SCU TV taking care of us.
That's awesome. They come and do that. Fun. That's fun. Thank you. Thank those guys.
Yeah, and also my guy Mike taking care of me in the studio for Coach Jacobson. I'm McCoy Johnson. Y'all have a good night.